Yo. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I feel like there's no one in here. What's up, Money Glitch? The Money Glitch, if you're still in the chat, can you hear me? We hear you. What's good? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Reeks? Reeks has been hella active lately. What's up, brother? What's up, Ahmed? My man. What's up? What is up? Let's put this here. Good Dragon. Chillin', brother. How was your weekend? Weekend was good, bro. I went to a party on Saturday. And then Sunday, chilled at home, marked out my kilos. And pretty much it. Watched the basketball game. We'll wait for some. You raise up any hut? Nah, I have a girl, bro. I'm locked in, bro. Locked in. I went to the party with my girl. Came back at like 2 a.m. Damn, we're expanding. So, and then probably gonna get an SMT at previous day high, just by the looks of it. I posted my weekly outlook in the Discord. But I think for today, we're pretty much gonna be looking for lower prices. Expecting maybe a range day. New week opening gap hasn't been touched. These are all my key levels. Last 3 new week opening gaps, as well as the 5 last new day opening gaps. In terms of regular trading hours, it's going to be at 20476. We're trading at. We're going to have a large discount gap. So we're going to look for some. Oops. We're going to look for some kind of lower prices. And what's up, Aldrich? It's meant to be here. It should be there. And this is going to be your org low as well. So these levels are stacked. Org low is going to be stacked with. How was your weekend? Weekend was good, bro. I was just saying, I went to a party, had fun, came back. It's a good morning when ICT starts to trade live account. Oh, is you trading live today? That's nice. Yeah, sure, I can explain gold recent move. Buying, recent buying. Let me go to Val USD. Sure, okay. Yeah, very clean, actually, very clean. No, you would have to be bullish to start. We took out the sell side here into the 15-minute fair value gap. We had to change in the state of delivery. You can change the breaker. I like the breaker with the order block, but if you took the reversal, you could have entered right here. But really, this is pre-market, so I wouldn't even be. The indicator is called Lux Algo ICT kill zones. I just showed the last 15. So the best way to have done this is to just wait for the chain to stay delivery after hitting the key level, in which case that would have been right here. So you just wait. You would enter it. Like that's what I would have done. I mean, I wouldn't be even trading this, mind you, but it would be right here. This is the setup. We hit the order block at that time, 9 a.m. You probably take this out to like 9:30, maybe even 10. Can I look at Bitcoin USD? Sure, let's look at Bitcoin USD. I haven't looked at Bitcoin in a while. Oh, nice. We're almost there. So 69.5 is definitely coming. 70 is coming. It's relative equal highs. Yeah, probably gonna get this as a bullish order block and then continue. Pretty simple stuff. Just follow the displacement. All right, more people in the live now. So let's cover over what we're looking for today. Not gonna be interested in longs really. We're already pretty far to premium, unless we came down at 930 right away. We hit the 15-minute fair value gap, in which case we'll take a long towards this high, maybe this high, which is previous day high, I believe. Should be previous day high over there. So we'll mark that out as previous day high. And this is high day. So this week we have one objective. You should already know what the objective is. You should all have the same objective. All right, we only have one objective. I want to follow the model 5 out of 5 days. That's all I want. All I want is to follow the model 5 out of 5 days. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is read this. All right, you do not have to put a trade on. No trade is a win. Do not feel entitled to being correct. Risk management will carry you. We're going to be risking 200 per trade today. And patience will lead to higher probability trades. Losses are opportunities to improve. Don't let them be more. I already have my previous day loss limit set. Do not focus on the money, focus on the candles. We follow all this. We follow the system. Long term, everything's going to be good. What should you target on gold? Whoa. Where did I open gold? What should you target on gold? Let's see the weekly. You should just, I mean, it's all-time highs again, pretty much. So you're just gonna have to target the high, and there's relative equal highs there. So just target the buy side, these two levels. You don't really have another choice. London high. Wait for this inversion. Wait for this 15-minute fair value gap. It might come back. Aim for the 15-minute buy side. I guess that's kind of your only option. You don't have many. There's only one thing to aim for. You're in all-time highs, brother, and it's all-time highs. You're blocking up the retail voice in your head? What do you mean? What does the retail voice tell you? So we're entering the 15-minute fair value gap already. I'm favoriting lower prices. I don't know if you guys saw my post on Discord. I shared my outlook. I guess we can just go over it quickly. So basically, I said we do have a bearish S&P on the daily. So the daily price action does kind of say lower, but I'm not too worried about the price action because I know it's going to be super manipulative this week, especially because it's NFP week, the last NFP before elections. So I will look for signatures for Seek and Destroy. If you haven't seen my most recent video, talked about Seek and Destroy and what I do and how I trade it. So if we get invalidation of the daily bearish fair value gap, which is right here, then I'm happy to switch my buys, go to all-time highs. But for now, it's possible we do go lower. Today we'll be looking for shorts primarily, but like I said, if we do get a setup from this 15-minute fair value gap, 15-minute order block, I'm happy to go long. The timing's kind of off. I do think it's possible we run the high and then maybe get weekly power of 3 lower. Just remember it's NFP week, so the manipulation of the weekly candle on NFP week can be very extreme. Sometimes you'll see like a double manipulation on either side on the daily charts. It's possible. So sometimes your weekly power of 3 will be flawed, but for the most part, just follow the model and you'll be good. Thursday, we will not be trading. I do not trade before NFP. That's a hard rule. Wait, CPI on Thursday? Okay, I take back what I said. We will be trading on Thursday because it's CPI. And Thursday, so every day this week is a trading day. Yep, every day this week's a trading day. CPI is my one exception to no NFP. It's going to be a difficult day Thursday, probably, but because there's CPI, oh, nice. Okay, I'm already telling you guys what's going to happen. You guys ready? I can say this with good confidence. I've seen this many times. I think this is going to happen. This is what's going to happen, in my opinion. NASDAQ is going to come down here. Minimum. Potentially will come into the new week opening gap or this fair value gap. Believe it or not, this is a fair value gap. It'll come into there, take out this low. Meanwhile, the stronger asset, being the S&P, will come into this 15-minute fair value gap. An Asia session going to open an hour before in Europe? I have no idea, bro. We're gonna have to wait for ICT. He will say something. He will say something, brother. But no, everything's gonna be most likely the exact same. And then ES will come into this 15-minute fair value gap. We'll have an SMT, 15-minute fair value gap. We'll go long, take the high, then maybe go shorter. Why don't you remove the previous? You got to use them, bro. They're still important, especially in ranging markets. You want to know why? I'll show you. I'll show you why. I want you to look at all the open and closes of the daily candles. So here we have an open, here we have a close, here we have open, here we have close, here we have open, here we have close, here we have open, here we have close. Look how much trading occurs through previous days open and close. Traded previous days open, close, took the high. This is all algorithmic. It trades towards previous days open, lows, and close very often. So that's why, brother. We're gonna be the ICT tap on our channel. Not optimal range. Yeah, bro. He be keeping those levels on his charts apparently. I personally use the last 3 new week opening gaps and last 5 new day opening gaps. I want to see this low get taken on NASDAQ. I want to see ES tap into the 15. From there, I'm willing to take a long if we get a setup 930 Judas swing model. If not, I'd expect it to come here, new week opening gap. We'll look for a setup in there, which is where I want to TP my future long, my future short. So ideally, we get the setup that we talked about here, go up, take the high, take previous day high, and then look for a short. And I'll take both sides. Wait, what? What do you mean, Dragon? Yo, JP, do it, bro. Today's the day, bro. 450K? Kind of crazy. Yeah. I want to take shorts, but I'm gonna be first looking for a long from the 15-minute fair value gap. All right. If ES comes into the 15-minute fair value gap, looks like it's gonna happen right now. We'll be in long territory. Mark out. I guess the best way to do this would just to be put the font size at 8 and do the line dotted and extend lines to the right, and then we have our org. So Druv. Okay, so what's going on here? Oh, okay. So like I said, literally a couple seconds ago, we're gonna take the sell side here, and ES is gonna tap into the 15-minute fair value gap. We're gonna have an SMT, and if we get an inversion here, I will go long. on 930 Judah swing model. Simple as that. And we'll target the buy side. I want to see a full inversion here. Clean, one swoop all the way through. And I'll go long. Let me open up my accounts. Actually, forgot to open up my accounts. So we're going to be risking 200 on the first trade. Did you do thing before 930? I don't really remember that. Could you maybe send me to a video and I can watch it? Maybe see what he's trying to explain. So we have the raid here. And we'll keep a watch on this. So, and it's like I said, if we do keep going lower, we have this huge imbalance. We have the new week opening gap. But ES is rejecting. There is a Judas swing on multiple time frames, right? Judas swing just means fake move. There's not only one Judas in the day. There's multiple Judas. ES is rejecting the 15-minute fair value gap. So I'd want to see NASDAQ come and now inverse this. If we get an inversion here, right, we might take the long on ES actually. So there it is. The ES is running for the buy side. So the thing is, the setup here on ES is not that good, but we'd have a bullish breaker, low, high, lower, low, higher, high. We could put our stop at the breaker. That's previous day high is up there. So if we're gonna target previous day high, I mean, the setup would be like this. I'd have to put my stop loss there. Let's see if NASDAQ gives us a bullish fair value gap slash inversion. We get an inversion here, that will qualify our Judas swing model, and we will take a position something like this. But we'll probably take it on ES. ES being more bullish. So just waiting for an inversion. And yeah, if we don't get it, then we got the inversion, but I gotta wait for NASDAQ to show me something as well. If not, then micro or micros will all be my oh, if it's ES for you, just do one mini. How many cons? Or whatever $200 risk is. I like this candle formation. I like how this candle formed. I feel like we can get above. But let's be patient, right? We have to see in ESI. If we don't get the inversion, we're not taking this. That would just be breaking a rule. Obviously, we could just trade ES, but the rules were met for ES. So this is your accumulation. Your manipulation, and then if you did standard deviations, you can get almost -2 over there. ES tapped into the bullish fair value gap there. The markets are not in sync though, so yeah, if they're not in sync, the probability of the move decreases. But this is what we're looking for. Something like this, yeah. Just need to see the confirmation happen. So a 15-minute bullish candle. We're looking for this to be a sweep of sell side. So we'd have to start trading above this level pretty aggressively because we just took this low. If it's going to be a sweep, you'd want to see the 1 minute go way above. If ES gets an order block here, we might just market sell. The risk reward goes down quite a bit. No, we need the inversion on NASDAQ, so let's just wait. Take a bite out of the bagel. Me, if it's ES, 1 mini. If micro, just follow me on NAS. So we hit 25% org. 50% org is here. The new week opening gap is all the way down here. So all permissible. You could even argue this is short. And we just, like, you could even say that, like, fuck the Judas swing. It's going to keep going lower and then maybe reverse from there. Whatever it is, I'm expecting Seek and Destroy. I literally just posted a video about Seek and Destroy and daily profiles. So that's exactly what I'm looking for, is what I said in the video. I don't like how it's slow here. So not that exciting opening range so far. The macro might be a little bit nicer. See if my girl's watching. She is. What's up, Abdul? How many cons? Yeah, it'll probably end up being around 2 or 3 micros. Whatever 200 risk. Let's say we got the inversion. Shoot, I can't even tell you. 38 points that'd be 2 micros. Yeah, I couldn't do 3. That would be breaking rule. Can't risk more than 200. Yep, it's probably gonna dump here to 50% org. If we got a bearish fair value gap, that wouldn't even fit the model. So I would just have to wait. Yeah, I would just have to wait. Why is it 934? It's 937. You maybe it's not live data for you? Yeah, so this looks like the fact that failed. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. Can you like turn off the clock and turn it back on? Is that a thing? What's up, Valorant gamer? So yeah, we're not gonna go long, and I would love to go short and target 50% new week opening gap, like I said, but would be a clean rule break. I absolutely have no model here that tells me to go short. I need to have a tap into a PD ray or something. Bro, why is it 934? God, that is really weird, bro. Ask ChatGPT, bro. No cap. You gotta have that shit on standby, bro. Have your ChatGPT on standby. You never know when you're gonna need it. Seriously. Yeah, we didn't really tap into any key level. I mean, if we inverse the 15 and we can then go short on the 15. In Germany, it's 238. Yeah, MMXM, your time is wrong, brother. See, we got multiple people here from Germany. It's lit. Is the daylight saving time different? Did that happen? Did that happen? Because, okay, bearish fair value gap on ES, but we have not inversed the 15. Gatie, you famous? I know, bro. 2 people from the same country. Lock the fuck in right now. Bro, Gatie. I'm on the West Coast at 6:30. How is it 9:34? Bro, I read your message, bro. I actually don't know. You should just set this to New York time, because the entire algorithm runs on New York time. And then I don't know. You're like your country. If all the locals are having 8:34, then your time is just off. They probably there's probably some sort of glitch and it went down -5. Like they missed 5 minutes global time. It happens, you know. Sometimes my phone says like 9:30. I look at C24. She said 9:32. That should happen. First presentation on ES. This looks like it's gonna go lower, but we're gonna stay patient. How to be a disciple trader in advice after we're gonna share. I don't have this. Disciple. I don't think the word disciple, but I think the word you're looking for is discipline. So if you want to become a disciplined trader, I'm gonna give you the answer. Are you ready? Listen carefully. Listen very, very, very carefully. Because there's only one way to become a disciple. I said disciple. This disciplined trader. All right? It's off the charts. It's not on the charts. You want to become disciplined? You got to do it outside the charts. It'll reflect in your trading. When your mindset is disciplined in terms of life, you will trade disciplined. So that is how, brother. No, you're good, bro. I know what you meant. So pretty, yeah, we're just gonna wait this one out. Psychology about trading, exactly. And that's why I put that video out first. And what I do in terms of trading psychology, because I'll give you guys all the steps for all my models. Probably most of you will still fail with them. Even I fail with them sometimes because I make dumb decisions. I like bend a rule, break a rule. Yeah, although opening range is not defined. Every time we run opening range low, there's just gonna be a new opening range low. But we have an SMT inside the 15-minute fair value gap with the higher time frame SMT. So if we see a displacement of higher now with a bullish fair value gap, I'm happy it's gonna break the SMT, so it doesn't matter. Ooh. Uh. Ooh. What's your opinion on this week? Expect, seek, and destroy. I already set my weekly outlook. I can't make any hard bias until we either leave this daily bearish fair value gap or inverse it. So I'm looking at this daily bearish fair value gap. We've been pretty consolidated. So I'm favoriting lower prices. Overall. But like I said, I'm not gonna rely on any daily bias until it's clear for me. And right now it's just not clear. Like we're just staying inside this range. There's no real way to know. Like one news day and we could be all the way up here, like after 1 or 2 days of trading. Like, so I'm gonna wait for something to tell me that's obvious. So if we get like maybe a sweep lower with an SMT or I don't know, something like that, like I'm gonna need more information. So I'm not relying on daily bias too much. I'll use more of the intraday charts to get my bias for this week. And so far, yep, there's your first presentation. And so far, I'm bearish today. I think we can come down here to all these levels. It's not a coincidence that like I didn't just mark out the levels lower, bro. Just all the levels happen to be lower, you know? So I think we can get there just based off seek and destroy conditions. So if we go up, I'm gonna look down. If we go down, I'm gonna look up, and we'll be trading seek and destroy profile and pretty much the daily power of 3 model. Because with the daily power of 3 model, I can trade both sides of the range if it's seek and destroy. So that'll follow my rules. Thoughts on standard 854 to 9 lines right at new week opening gap. I've seen people do standard deviations of org, and I don't know if it's legit, but they be doing stuff like this. Your org projects 0.5 higher. Is kind of crazy. Okay, so what do I want to see? I want to see this get a closure above. Strong move up this candle right here, right now. I want to see a bullish breaker. Give me a bullish breaker. I can go long on 930 Judah swing model. If we get a bullish fair value gap, ES respects to 15. And NASDAQ needs to go up right now. All the way above. Just show me algorithmically that it's going to go higher. And I will go long. Yeah, did not happen. So we're just going to have to wait. Maybe the macro or 10 a.m. Interesting study. Yep. That's what I'm saying, bro. No trade is always a W. No trade just means you learn for free, bro. That's like the cheat code. So we took the low, closed below, failed to go up, leaning towards lower prices. So maybe 10 a.m. we can get longs. Yeah, I think it's gonna go lower. I would have been in shorts if we took the high first, but we went lower first. So I'm gonna have to wait. Simply no trade here. I think it's gonna hit 50%. I think it's gonna hit new week opening gap. I think it could hit new week opening gap 50%. Probably all this. This is your event horizon somewhere in here. I think all that can be touched. And we're not going to be able to participate in any shorts because there's simply no model. I'm not just going to trade 1 minute bearish fair value gap. And if we go higher and tell me something that we're going to leave this for another time, then we can go long. But for now, we think it's going to go lower and we're going to have to sit and wait. If first FED is your trade, then go for it, brother. For me, it's not my trade. But if it's your trade, don't let me stop you, bro. That's your trade, you know? What's up, Blaze? We inverted first presentation there. Tap back in. If we leave first presentation now, I'd be pretty confident in lower prices. This bagel is really good. I ain't even gonna lie. This bagel is really fucking good. You took the proportion block. Bro, it's propulsion block. What bagel is that? I don't know, cream cheese, and I put cucumber in that shit. It's just fire. Mm-hmm. 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 Apple. I don't know how you worked hard to make those notes. I want to say bad, bro, you know? That's all it is. Is it cheese cheesing? Cheese is cheesing, bro. Very, very uneventful 9:30 open. But we wait. So basically what we're looking for is a long from somewhere here. New week opening gap would be the best. 50% of the new week opening gap. Appreciate you, Blaze. And they're starting to dump. 50% org just reached. But I would still need, yeah, we have this 15-minute fair value gap. That is a valid 15-minute fair value gap. So we could frame a long off that. Like we could. It could even happen right now because I believe we hit consequent encroachment. No, we did not. But we did hit 50% org inside the 15-minute fair value gap. ES is still respecting its 15-minute bullish fair value gap. ES being more bullish. I'd favor a long on ES. I haven't been doing that recently. If we get a bullish fair value gap going back into the range here, we'll go long. 50% org, 15-minute fair value gap. 950 macro. I know the chart's kind of messy, but it's important. I need to see how the candles react to these levels. And walk high with CP. Nice, bro. Clean. Yep, very clean. That's where I probably would have taken first CP. Maybe 50% org, but wait, NWAG high. I didn't get no NWAG high. You didn't hit NWAG high. My NWAG high is October 28, November. That one? Is mine wrong? I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not wrong. What high time frame level? The 15-minute fair value gap, which we're trading in right now. And I'm using these levels as a confluence as well as the macro. And for ES, we're using the 15-minute fair value gap. So I want to see ES respect the 15-minute fair value gap here. If it doesn't, I'll be looking at this low. You feel you already profitable? Like my stats tell me yes, but I still think I have a lot of improvement to do. Like if you were to look at my last 100 trades, it would say yes. 200 trades, it would say yes. But just, poor decisions, poor risk management at times. So, I don't know. Short Euro USD? Sure, bro. Did your model present itself? My risk, my risk reward is really good. Win rate's good. All the numbers make sense. All the numbers in backtest add up to profitability. Patience, 100%. Patience. In terms of the actual trading system, usually it's something small. The thing that's messed me up most in the past is impatience, because when I get impatient, I end up breaking something like a minor rule or bending a rule like in my trading system, and it just leads to 2 losses. The second one, which I don't do as much anymore, is just a risk management rule. Like in the past, I've increased my risk throughout funded accounts, and it just ruins everything. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Everyone in the YouTube chat, listen to me. Listen to me. I don't lie to you guys. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm telling you, I truly, truly think me taking partials for the last couple of months has destroyed my P&L. I truly think if I had not been taking partials on those previous funded accounts, we would be long gone on a series of funded accounts. Because I went back and I looked at my last 30 to 40, I don't remember the number, like 35 trades or something. I took like 35 trades, and most of them were wins. Most of them were large point wins, like 50 points, 60 points. But like, let me tell you something. 50 points on a micro. If you TP that, that's $100. I'm risking 200 on the trade. I partial at 50 points and I only secured 100. And if I then end the trade there at plus 100, like I'm screwed. I'll never be profitable, bro. I'm like making it so much harder on myself. I'll never be profitable with that. Like for me, the partials, they killed me, bro. Like they killed me, you know? And I didn't know that. And I feel like that was like a more mechanical mistake that led to me then breaking rules. And obviously I didn't blow my account because I was taking partials. That was because of the risk management, and we made some mistakes, broke some rules. But the partials kill you, man. For me, they kill you. It just does not make sense. Your X link in the description. Where do you think the range is if we're raining today? Just the daily range. This is your daily range. It's always going to be the daily range, the daily range in a seek and destroy condition. If we have our separate range, so for example, let's say we left this range and we started coming down here early in the New York session, then I would use New York session. But because New York session is inside the daily range, I'm just going to use the daily range. Why didn't you add your X link in the description? I don't really post much. I don't know how to get famous on X, bro. To be honest, don't even use it much. I tried looking for the trade. Looks like it's going south. Yeah, like if I have a partial, like a method of taking partials, and it's above 3R. So let's say I'm aiming for an objective that's 6R. Let's just say I want to take previous day high today, 6R. If we come to like, let's say here, and that's 3R or more, I'll take a partial. That's fine. But to take a partial like here, I use TikTok, I use them all, but bro, on X, like, dude, I'll post, but only one person might see it, bro. Like, no. UJ on my watch, I gotta go focusing. UJ, bye, dude. I don't know what UJ is, but take care, brother. Oh, UJ, okay, go. I'm tripping. OTE present. OTE of the daily range. Not bad, not bad. I'm looking more at the new week opening gap. And the most important thing we're looking for is ES now, because if ES is going to go higher, it's either going to respect the 15 or it's going to take out this low and wick and go higher. So I need to see a displacement pretty much now. I think we hit consequent encroachment of the 15-minute fair value gap. Yes, we did. We wicked it pretty nice. If we get a bullish fair value gap here, leaving this range, yeah, we'll go long. We'll go long. Yep, there is an SMT there still. Yeah, the SMT is still there. But we didn't tap into the new week opening gap, so kind of cautious. And bagel. This is a good fucking. I'm gonna make a bagel tomorrow too, cause this shit is good. Yeah, this bagel is really good. Yeah, I'd expect it to come into the new week opening gap, and this is now becoming a market maker buy model. Accumulation, distribution, reaccumulation, distribution, and we get a smart money reversal from here. So we're gonna have potentially 3 models paired here, 4 models actually. We 930 Judas. We're gonna have a market maker buy, daily power of 3 seek and destroy, and the fourth thing is market maker buy 930 Judas, a silver bullet at 10 if it forms at 10. ES is the strongest pair. Yes, you are correct. ES is the strongest pair. I'm looking at ES on my second monitor. It's right here. But on TikTok, if you're on your phone, you can't see it because it's like narrow. So potentially 4 trading models about to align. If we get the breaker in the next 2 minutes, I'm happy to go long. Ideally, yes. If you're gonna take NASDAQ, you need to make sure you're watching ES, because if ES runs your objective, then you probably should close the trade on NASDAQ. Unless you're really bullish on the higher time frame and expecting higher than your objective. But have your objective in mind before you trade, obviously. If ES runs that objective and you took the trade on NAS, you're just going to have to close the trade on NAS. That's usually what I do. You longed in Q? Good luck, Joshy. I hope this shit leaves a breakaway gap. I hope this shit runs. I hope it just teleports from here to previous day high and you secure 200 points. How many points is that actually? 150. Okay, so not 20. You long DS? Yeah, you guys are in that shit, huh? I'm personally waiting for a bullish fair value gap, and I'll tell you why. We still have 10 a.m. So a 10 a.m. power of 3 is possible. It's possible 10 a.m. gives us one leg lower, taking out the opening range low. There is a BISI in there. Yeah, there is. There is a bullish fair value gap. 100% there is. But yeah, no, just not my trade. But yo, a few things can go up. Shit, I think it'll go up. I don't know if it's gonna be this leg right here. Isn't ES the better pair? Yes, it is. But they move in tangent. So what I usually do is I trade NASDAQ because I like the risk to reward and the potential gain a little bit more because there's more movement. So let's say you took the same trade on NASDAQ and ES, TP here. So if you did one, like the risk, like you know what I'm saying, the risk is different. So you would make on 1.5 there, which we're not trading 1 mini. On ES, if you took 958 candle low, same trade. To make, you'd have to risk like way more. You'd have to risk like $100 more, which actually kind of just works out, to be honest. So what does macro mean, or exactly how they just work more? Macro, macro, macro or micro? Like this right here. When I say macro. Okay, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. silver bullet is what we're looking for. One more leg lower is fine. ES inverted to 15. This might not even be a move higher, guys. This might just be a move lower to run the sell side. It's not aligning right now. We'd have to get the breaker. ES inverted to 15. Yep, patience is one of my most important rules. We tapped into the 15-minute volume imbalance. Yeah, I mean, there is a 4-hour. Obviously, yeah. We're definitely still bullish, but we'll have to see. Do we get the breaker? Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. This would be your breaker. Inverse the first presentation. Something like this isn't bad. But we're gonna have to stay patient here, man. We're tapping into the 15-minute SIBI. We inverse the 15-minute BISI. I mean, we didn't touch the new week opening gap. Honestly, guys, I know the model says long here, but I think this might be just lower prices, you know? I don't know if we should go long here. Too conflicted. They both respected the 15. Yeah, they respected the lower 15. That is true, but the new week opening gap is open. We have a 15-minute SIBI right above us. Like, we could trade this as a second stage market maker sell model and a 10 a.m. silver bullet. And we could go higher. Yeah, we definitely could go higher and finish this. This should be a buy model. Totally true. But it's starting to look like a fake long. It's starting to look like a fake long. In my opinion, I would be cautious. Right, the long was in condition of ES respecting the 15. So far, we invert the 15. And if we get a bearish fair value gap here, I'm probably going to go short, if I'm being honest. And that'll be our silver bullet model. We have to get a bearish fair value gap, though. If we don't get a bearish fair value gap, short doesn't make sense. Obviously, we should also tap into the 15-minute bearish. So there's a 15-minute fair value gap there. We're going to have to tap into that if I want to go short as well. Respected first presentation there. It can definitely go higher. You know, all I'm saying is that I'm a little bit 50-50. A bearish fair value gap here, invalidating this, would confirm for me that we're probably going to come to the new week opening gap. And this SMT is actually just a target. And we would be trading a silver bullet model. So at this point, if the trade I'm going to take is going to come down to the narrative that I can formulate. That's my silver bullet model. I rely on my 10 a.m. narrative. And if we get a bearish fair value gap towards that narrative and draw on liquidity, which would be the new week opening gap 50% or low of day, which is over there. So low of day. The narrative could also just be 15-minute IRL to ERL. That's also a good narrative. So I want to see another leg higher. Run some form of buy side. Because if we don't run any high, for example, this high, then the silver bullet model is not qualified for me. We need to run some level of buy side. Otherwise, it's a fake. I'll be breaking rules. S&P at the lows. Who remembers? I will update my. Yep, I will do that today, brother. You're right. I didn't include the daily power 3 in that. But yo, who remembers? Who remembers when I said I added a rule, and it's if I'm bullish, ES is a stronger asset. If NQ gives a setup, for me, that invalidates longs if ES does not. ES has not given a setup for longs. There's no setup here. And ES is a stronger asset. So, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? You tell me. To me, it tells me that this is fake. Right? Obviously, ES could just run up now and form a setup. That would then convince me. But if, I think that's a gem. I don't know anyone who taught that. I mean, I'm sure someone said it, but to me, I think that will help you avoid really little. We've been talking about how ES is stronger. Well, look at ES. Does it look like it's going to go up? No. Nasdaq's probably giving you a fake long just to accumulate more shorts. How do you know that? Well, 15-minute SIBI. That's one way. All this balanced price range above. High resistance here. High resistance here, guys. Gold A and B secured 6R. Nice, bro. I don't really trade gold, but that's nice, bro. Proud of you. As long as you follow your rules, that's really good. Very uneventful. Very uneventful. We just wait, you know? No point in risking it. You gotta be patient. Even haven't formed a 10 a.m. fair value gap. I haven't formed one here, but hey, if we do get a breaker, I'm honestly probably not. Like, if this is your reversal, this is weak. Well, this is weak. You did an OTE. That's all you need, bro. You don't need anything more than OTE. That's true. You genuinely don't. You could probably be profitable with no bias, nothing. Just OTE and risk management. Yeah, brother. So the macros, I need to make a video on this because every stream someone asks me. The macros are always going to be 850, 950, 1050, 1150, whatever that ends in 50 until 10. So 1010, 1110, 1310, every single hour, every single day, 950 to 1010, 1050 to 1110, 1250 to 110. Now, what exactly is a macro? A macro is a time window where you can anticipate algorithmic delivery. The algorithm runs to inefficiency or liquidity. That's it. I don't like it when people say the algorithm does 4 things. No. The algorithm doesn't care about equilibrium. It doesn't go to equilibrium. It's not drawn to equilibrium. It's drawn to inefficiency and liquidity. That's it. That's it. And realistically, the inefficiency part is not even true because an inefficiency on a single time frame is just a higher low on a lower time frame. So really, it just runs on liquidity. That's what the algorithm runs on. But you can argue the inefficiency because it will run up. Like this 15-minute inefficiency is just the buy side here. So you tell me, are we running the 15-minute inefficiency or are you running the buy side? I don't know. Pretty much the same shit. Same shit. So people always say like the algorithm does 4 things. It engineers liquidity. But what is it doing when it's engineering liquidity? It's running short-term highs and lows, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, nonstop on the lower time frame. So during a macro, anticipate a run to inefficiency or liquidity. Period. That's it. That's all it is. Not every day. I'd say around 9 out of 10 days. Your best macros will be in your kill zones. So 950 to 1010. That's prime New York session. That macro usually delivers a higher price. Your second one is 1050 to 1110. After that second macro, that's when I finish my trading. I don't trade past 1110. Personally. Okay. 15-minute city. We're getting there. And we'll see how price reacts at the 15-minute city. And hey, if we're wrong, this will probably come up and I'll come up here. And for me to look for a long, I probably need to wait for maybe the 5-minute inversion. Then we can target the relative equal highs. I would need to see that this 15 minutes is going to get disrespected personally. So we'll have to identify the next stage of accumulation. Although I think we possibly go lower here from the 15-minute CB and target the new week opening gap. The only thing that doesn't align with that is the 930 Judas, but exactly, it doesn't. You're just looking to use that as a tool. So bullish for value gap. If you are bullish, if I was bullish, I would have taken this long right here. That is a perfect silver bullet setup. Accumulation, distribution, take the long, minimum these highs. Look at the 3-minute. Yep, there's a 3-minute inside the 15. Valid. If I was bullish, I would have taken this long. I'm not bullish, so I didn't take this long. But if I was, I would have taken this. If we get an inversion here, might be tempted to take a short, but I want to see a bearish fair value gap before my daily able to see a bearish fair value gap. We also have ES to not even tap into the CB yet, so let's be a little patient. There's a good chance ES is going to tap in right. Damn. ES, tap that shit and flip. Anyways, a bearish fair value gap here. We'll go short. Notice how I said I'm not going to take this long. I'm not bearish. We inversed. Nice. That's good. You could short right now. I'm going to personally wait for a bearish fair value gap. Although, and you get really good risk to reward here, especially if you aim for even just new week opening gap high. So I'll short a bearish fair value gap here. Assuming we don't reinverse this. Well, if we reinverse this, then there's no bearish fair value gap. ES is respecting its bullish fair value gap. Yeah, we're probably not gonna get a fill on this one. We're gonna use our 15-second entry model for this. Let's say hypothetically we took this trade. Let's move over to the micros because we're trading the micros. We have two 50-minute CBs? Bro, since when was that one there, bro? That shit was there always? Say word. Oh, it was. I didn't even see that. Okay. Interesting. So we're here. 15-minute CB. And then we have this fair value gap. 15-minute CB, bearish fair value gap. And so there's your potential entry. I didn't take that entry. I'm now on the 15-second chart and I'm waiting for a confirmation. Stops will be put to this high. So that's my entry model. I want to see, is this an institutional order flow entry drill? I think we're going to trust this. Stop 15 points. To be a 5 micro trade, potentially 4. But let's say I'm waiting on the 15-second chart now for a strong displacement lower. I like to wait. Sometimes. Yeah. ES also put in perfect 1 minute equal highs into the 15-minute bearish fair value gap. So I'll wait for a 15-second inversion. If we get it, I will go short. Maybe we get an SMT here too. I would not mind an SMT here. Wait here, yeah. Wait. We're gonna risk 200 on this trade. 200 on this trade. ES didn't even tap the fair value gap on the micros. It only tapped it on the minis. So we reinverse the fair value gap. Not the cleanest. Yeah, see, it's kind of going back and forth through this. We retouch the 15. We could get a 15-minute open high low close here. So maybe if we put an SMT here at the next minute, the next candle. We haven't rated buy side yet. You are right. We took this buy side though. But we still have one more. And I would like to see us run this on ES. That's what I'm saying. If we can get an SMT right here. Or here. This is better. That would be a nice short for me, personally. All right, yeah, like I said, this candle right here. Give me an SMT and then break down lower and then we'll go short. That would be a high probability short for me. You're right, we do. But I'm not bullish. So you see SMT, I see relative equal lows. That's my drawn liquidity. Minimum. Sure, valid, yeah. 1 minute order flow has been bullish, and there is a lower and a higher time frame SMT below us. That is 100% true. If that makes you bullish, then hey, all you, bro. All you. Don't let me persuade you. You're good, bro. You got time. Okay, so respecting the reclaimed bullish fair value gap, but pretty slow. What I'd want to see, leg higher, SMT, bearish fair value gap lower, and then that's all. That's all. That's what I want to see. If we just go lower, I'm probably just gonna let it go. $930 gap. What do you mean $930 gap? You mean this $930 gap, or do you mean the $930 gap over here $930 gap? Which $930 gap are you talking about, bro? Woman hair. I'm on your TV, bro. Can everyone in the shop hear me, bro? Appreciate the follow, Albert. That's lit. Waiting for a raid on buy side, and then lower on the 15. This is your intermediate term high. So, oh, sick, bro. That's it. We did raid the buy side there. I'd love to see one more leg, put in an SMT. And this would be a pretty nice short. If we just get a bearish fair value gap, it's not as good. I mean, look at all these highs. I mean, technically we do have an SMT right here on ES and ES micro. That's interesting, Adam. Technically there is an SMT, but very uneventful. You know, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. You wanna like see 15-minute fair value gap gets hit, boom, bearish fair value gap lower. You don't wanna see this shit. Like this is ass. It's not going anywhere. Bunch of efficient delivery. Look at the 2-minute, looks awful. Even the 1-minute looks bad. Just waiting for a raid on buy side. Okay, okay. Just give me the S. I mean, that is an SMT. I want to buy funded on my funded futures. Are they valid? Yes, on funded futures. My funded futures is 100% valid. Alert has a code for 5% off, I think. If you want to save like a couple dollars, might as well. But it doesn't make sense to not. We got an SMT. I prefer to see the, raid the full high there. Yep, just don't fall short one tick. That makes no sense. Surely we run the highs, maybe even this high. If we get the inversion here, I'll go short. Your buys for today, lower for now. I don't have a daily bias, but I think right now I'm looking for lower prices. Got a large new week opening gap that's not been touched. 15-minute SIBI. I think this is all fake. What you guys know about the 10 a.m. Judas? I want to buy there because they offer crypto payouts. 15-minute SMT. Yep, there is 15-minute SMT lower, if that's what you're referring to. You are correct about this. If we get an inversion here, man, I hate when that happens. Like, you're waiting for an inversion, but they take away the fair value gap, so then you don't get an inversion. Type shit. Crypto payouts is good, yeah. Oh, you don't pay tax on that? That's pretty good. What's up, BS Shorts? ES didn't tap to 15. You're right. ES did not tap to 15. I mean, we put in an equal high to 15, but we did not tap to 15. You are correct. Which is why, hopefully, we don't get a bearish fair value gap right now. One leg higher. Good shit, Joshy. Good shit, Joshy. This was a BPR, correct? That was a BPR. Yeah, you could have longed this. I literally said it in my live. I don't know if you were watching, but I said if I was bullish, I would have taken this. I would have done this if I was bullish, but I'm not bullish, so I did not take this. But I would have got stopped out, so I would have put my stop there. All right, looking for a bearish fair value gap. Unless there's a clean 2-minute or 3-minute, yeah, nothing at all. So all I know is we have an SMT right here. Equal lows down there. Those are equal lows indeed. Okay, nice. ES tapped the 15-minute fair value gap. So if we get a breaker here, bearish fair value gap, market structure shift, like just give me a reaction. Now that we hit the level we've been waiting for, give me an inversion. Give me not that. Obviously we could be wrong, you know. Hopefully, if we're wrong, right, price isn't just gonna displace down, take the low, bearish fair value, and then reverse us. I'm happy to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong, but I'm expecting a lower price now. I want to see this inverse, yeah. 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 Yes. We could take out the high here. Yes, and validating the 30-minute immediate rebalance there on ES. He's pretty bullish on the 4-hour. Okay, this could be our short here. We'd have to close bearish with the bearish fair value up. Ideally, we get a breaker. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. This would be your market structure shift, breaker, whatever you want to call it. Inversion. Small fair value gap there. I'm going to wait for a fair value gap. Because I'm trading silver bullet now, which means I need a fair value gap. Otherwise, I'm breaking a rule. So no fair value gap. No trade. Don't give me that little shit. Still pretty choppy. But that is a fair value gap right there. Pretty good risk reward on this trade. Could do 6 micros. And there goes our fair value gap, so no trade once again. Waiting. If we get a breaker, maybe the 2-minute, yeah, the 2-minute has potential to be clean. 2-minute has potential to be clean. High, low, higher, high, lower, low, bearish breaker. 2-minute is no longer clean. Repeat. Fair value gap, yes, sir. Yeah, so it's pretty bad. I mean, we got the immediate rebalance, but this is just bad. This is bad. I mean, 1-minute order flow has definitely been bullish, but the lack of inefficiency is making this market suck. We can use this, but yep, might have to wait till 10:50 macro or 10:30. 10:30 in 4 minutes. We might be able to read a potential power of 3 because we are forming a 30-minute We fighting today, brother? Are we fighting, bro? We're forming a 30-minute bearish fair value gap. So 30-minute. Oh my god, we're gonna have an S&T at the highs. Uh, yeah, nothing yet. No, just gotta wait. You know, we could also just be wrong. I'd be surprised if we left this open. But we're gonna have a 10:30 power of 3. We also have a higher up 15-minute SIBI. I'm happy to short from there. I think what's gonna happen now is what looks like is gonna happen, and I think this will be a high probability short actually. We're gonna come into here, all right, and we're gonna have an S&T at the highs like this, and we'll short that. I think that's gonna happen. So let's see. Do a stop out from slippage. That's unfortunate, brother. I think we can get something like this. It might not even get to there. If it doesn't even get to here, that's really good bearish indication. So we'll leave this open. Bullish, brother, why you change your bias? I'm bearish. Why did I change my bias? Because we never came down here. We put equal lows. We have a large new week opening gap below us. And I think we can get 30-minute internal to external range or 15-minute internal to external range. Even if I was bullish, I probably would have been stopped out on all this nonsense. It's very unclean price action. If I was bullish, I would have taken this setup and I would have been stopped. Yeah, bearish order blocks hit there. I'm more focused on the fair value gap though. But yeah, we did hit the order block. It's a breaker block. So high, low, higher, high, lower, low. This is your 15-minute unicorn. Yep, ES was really good. ES long would have played for sure. I'd be looking to take profits soon, probably. If we get an SMT at the highs there, like I said, it'll be something like even something like this. Happy, very happy to go short on something like that, personally. So 30-minute power of 3. So this is what I want to mark out. The 30-minute fair value gap. We've engineered all this liquidity below us. I believe, yeah, I like this setup. This is a 30-minute unicorn setup that's potentially forming. If we don't come here in 1 minute, as long as this candle stays where it is, we get a 30-minute unicorn here. Go long, high, low, higher, high, lower, low. 30-minute power of 3. That's your 10:30 open. Use time in your trades. And I'd be pretty happy to take a short here. As long as we come up into here, we get the SMT. So just need the leg higher here. One leg higher should come right now. And then we'll look for a short if it forms. If not, well, then it's all good. I want you guys to run this level. ES almost at the rejection block. But I'd like to see it run the level. TQ, appreciate the follow, my brother. Okay, there's the high ran. Short-term SMT inside the 30-minute fair value gap. Valid short for me. Perfect equal highs on ES though. We should run those highs at least. I mean, I've seen cleaner setups. Gotta wait a bit. It's fine to not take a trade, but we'll wait a bit. I want to force this. We've already been patient the entire morning. Just trying to follow the rules. Okay, should run that high on ES. triple equal highs. We did run the highs here, actually, yeah. Always good to check. We ran the highs on ES, so we do have an SMT. Nope, it's not even an SMT, actually. 1 minute bearish for value gap. Why not try and switch your bias to bullish? I'm not convinced. Yeah, I'm not convinced. If we inverted the 15, maybe, but nope, not convinced of shorts. If we get a bearish for value gap here, I'll go short. If not, I'll wait for one leg higher. Yeah, ideally this stays open. That's best case scenario in a bearish stance. You want to see that stay open for sure. You want to see that stay open, yeah. It's just not forming. See, it's forming with a wick. It's not what you want to see. Like, it's awful. See how this candle has no high? Also awful. But yeah, I think we can go lower here on the 30-minute. 30-minute IRL to ERL. So I'll probably take the inversion, yeah. Still good risk to reward. Put our stop loss there. If we get the inversion, I'll take it. That would be final TP. So we'll average this trade as if it's a 4.6. If we get the inversion, we'll short. It's gonna have to be 3 micros. We're definitely getting the inversion. See if we get the breaker. It's gonna be a 3 micro short here if this candle closes bearish. All right, we're short 3 micros. Just trying to fill myself there. Okay, this is the trade. It's gonna be something like this. So we got the inversion. We got the bearish fair value gap. Didn't tap into it, but that's fine. I don't need to take the fair value gap. Just need it to form. And our first TP will. We might just close the position here. This is my final TP. It's gonna come down to time when I'm trying to determine whether or not to TP. This level is always a good one too. 50% of the new week opening. It's also 2R. Yeah, how is that's a really bad fill. I got a better fill on my account. Actually, no, I didn't. Did not get a better fill. So we got the breaker. It's good. Standard deviations of this price leg. -2 is around 50%. That's not a bad entry. That's not a bad TP. No, let's see if this can deliver. 50%. We can put it at -2 plus 1 tick. All right, let's see. We did get a bearish 1 minute. We're forming a bearish 2 minute. My stop, pretty safe. Not the best, but so we could have got a better entry here if we took the 2 minute. We're starting to wick. That's not good, but it's fine. It's all about the bias. We'll determine. Followed all the rules. That's what really matters. Tapped back into the inversion. We tapped into the 2 minute fair value gap right there. So basically the 2 minute will tell us. It can't really reduce my risk or anything here. So our TP is going to be 20504. But we might have to close it earlier. That's our trade. It is what it is. I mean, we got the 2 minute order block. The 2-minute fair value gap. Switch your trade? No, I'm gonna stick with this one, brother. I'm probably not gonna change anything, except if we come here, I'll probably go break even. That's probably it. Because the fill wasn't that best, yeah, I can't TP there. Because that's not even 2 risk to reward. So first thing I want to see is we come below here. If we fail to come below here, it's probably not a good trade. It's wrong, you know. We should come right below here. Yep, no worries, but let's see how this goes. You got stopped out longs, that's okay. In profit. So looking at this bearish fair value gap, I'm happy with this trade. I would take it again. The 1-minute structure is not that clean, but I think the narrative and context for this trade is nice. And are we risking 33.66? 260. 75 stops right there. So if we inverse this 2-minute, I'll probably just close the trade early. Yeah, we should have inversed it too. Looks like we might inverse it too, but we can be a little patient. That's a very bullish 5-minute candle. Coming right back into the range. Good morning, brother. Morning, morning. Can also see OTE. Could still go lower. Not the best reaction, but we tapped into the premium fair value gap there. So yeah, really not a good fill. Because we hypothetically, and we could have filled at least 10 points higher. That would have made a difference. And if we took the 1 minute, I would never take that 1 minute. I would take the 2-minute. So hypothetically, I'd want to see a closure below here. I like that we closed up the 2-minute fair value gap. ES looks a little bit more bearish, but yeah, we need to leave this range. If we can leave this range, then we know we're going to get runner. Just book 2 RR and ES. Proud of you, brother. Nice. Good shit. As long as you follow the rules of your trading model, then very good. Back candle flip bullish. That's very bad. So if we inverse the 2 here, probably just going to close it early. So my stop loss is here, but it's really just covering the 2-minute fair value gap. ES is respecting it nicely though, but we'll probably just end up getting an SMT anyways. Probably just end up getting an SMT anyway. So ES is respecting the fair value gap pretty nicely. Interesting. Maybe 11 a.m. goes lower. I don't want to close it because ES is respecting. We did inverse the 2. I think we'll just let it hit the stop. Back above 1030. We'll probably just bring our stop here. ES tapped the 1-minute fair value gap, so we'll leave it at that. Our stop's going to be left right there. My TP where your stop was? Right here? Right here? Oh, you TP'd here? Nice. ES tapped the 1-minute bearish fair value gap. That's pretty much the last line of defense. If it doesn't reject off this, we're wrong. So our stop is now here after this 1-minute candle closes. But yeah, probably a stop out. We reduced our risk a little bit, which is nice. Just gotta let it hit. And minus 151, minus 160. So we'll go for one more trade. ES never took that high. But yeah, probably just wrong. Probably just wrong there. No 30-minute internal to external. It looks good. I mean, we came all the way down here. Did not run the low. Kind of surprising, actually. Still think we can go lower, to be honest. If we get an SMT here, we'll try again with the same idea. Same exact idea. The fact we went all the way down there is prevalent. So if we get the SMT here, brother, I just started futures after seeing you. Honestly, can you tell me how to calculate my TP and how to confused? Bro, the best advice I can give you is just use the tool, bro. This tool will tell it. Just do that. It'll tell you how much you risk. Change the contract, it'll change the risk. Change your stop loss, it'll also change the risk. Yep, it is a 1 minute buy model. That is true. That is also true. First presentation supported. First FEG did definitely support price. It's bullish? Maybe, yeah, maybe. Very possible. I'm gonna give it one more chance personally. If we get the SMT and then the inversion. So there's the SMT. If we get the inversion, we'll go short one more time. 30-minute internal to external. You missed the 1033 fair value gap? No, I didn't. What do you mean? Micro or mini? So mini is worth 10 micros. Zoom in. I know there's a fair value gap there. What does this have to do with? That doesn't really affect anything, Hemi. It's 2 points? Yeah, it's there. You're right. It's there for sure. 2 minute, 3 minutes. Not the cleanest. Not the cleanest. I'm respecting the 3. It's 2 points. Respecting the 3. I guess if we inverse this. Yeah, good luck, Yusuf. I hope it works out for you, brother. I'm gonna personally try one more short. Same exact idea. This time, manipulation leg. Just one leg higher than this. I'm gonna wait for a bearish fair value gap if we get it. If not, and no trade. It is what it is. I want to see what should we trade in 50K account? Probably micros, brother. If you're trading minis, it's gonna be you're gonna either it's gonna be whatever you're gonna do is gonna be quick. So if you're gonna get a payout, it's gonna be really quick. But most likely you'll probably blow your account really quickly. Wait for the price to take the lows where the market structure shift happens. Here, the breaker. I'm personally just gonna wait. If this all gets invalidated here, then I'll go short. Because we should not inverse this fair value gap. If I'm right. If I'm wrong. You were just forcing shorts for a while now? Don't think so, brother. I disagree with you. I still believe in my short bias. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is, you know? I think this is a good short. We have relative equal lows, new week opening gap, 30-minute breaker, 30-minute fair value gap. That's it. If I'm wrong, we're going to invert this and run the highs. If I'm right, we're going to respect this and run the lows. Simple as that. Just looking for signs for us to respect this. Very simple stuff. Not forcing nothing. Over here, we respected it. We formed a breaker, bearish fair value gap, inverted, and formed a bearish fair value gap. I was happy with that trade. I would take it again. Every rule followed. SMT is about to break. Chances for a bearish breaker. You bearish? Depends. What happens in the next couple minutes? If I'm bearish, we'd form a bearish breaker in the next 2 minutes. If it doesn't happen, then yeah, probably just run the highs then. And maybe we look for a 1050. Basically what happens at this 30-minute fair value gap. If it rejects, if we get a bearish breaker right now, I'll go short. It wouldn't even be a breaker, it'd be a mitigation. Breaker mitigation. Yep. I'll take this short if we get it. If not, then this is actually my favorite entry model, breaker mitigation. We risked 150 on the first trade, so we're gonna risk 150 on the second trade. If we get a bearish fair value gap here, I'm gonna go short. Or if we get the inversion, 3-minute closes soon. What's up, Alez? If we get the 3-minute inversion, we shorting? I'm looking for a short here, yeah. I already took one here, got stopped out, but I'm gonna try this one again. If it forms the inversion, I'll even just market sell this, to be honest. If we invert this. All right, we shorted 3 contracts. I got in on my funded. I'm a little late on this. The fill is really bad on this. But this is paper. I'm in on my funded. Let's see if this can... How did I get the same fill? The spread is crazy there. So we shorted the 1-minute inversion. And we will find out if we are right or wrong very shortly. So far, it looks wrong. We could have waited for a bearish for value gap, but I'm happy with the inversion there. We tapped into the order block. Stop loss is the order block high. This candle high. We'll give it like 1 tick, so it's 2614.5. And yeah, we're going to be TPing probably somewhere around here. Probably a little bit lower if it does go. 1-minute bearish fair value gap. We reinversed the inversion. So yeah, probably wrong about this one too, guys. Probably just 2 losses. 2 minutes till macro. 2 minutes till macro indeed. But unless we come below this candle, then we're probably wrong again. Just because how this formed. Maybe a little FOMO there, but we didn't break any rules, so we should have no problem coming below this candle. This would be your propulsion block and good confirmation of lower prices. But look at the 3-minute. Yeah, it does not look good on the 3-minute. The 3-minute does not look good. Looks like it's going to go higher. So we will see. I'm going to let it hit the stop loss. Not going to change anything. We should close. Not yet. I'll probably just let it hit stop loss. We still have the OB 1-minute chain in the state. Small SMT. Appreciate you, Les. Appreciate you. I'm going to let it hit stop loss. If it hits, it hits. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, respecting the 3. I don't think the 30-minute candle is going to... It could flip. 30-minute candle could flip here. I like the SMT. I mean, we're trading not really below the 30-minute fair value gap, but kind of below the 30-minute fair value gap. Needed to retrace in order to push higher. Yeah, that could definitely be true. You know? Very correct. It's possible, yeah. 30-minute open high, low close. That's kind of the idea of my trade. And then into the last 30 minutes. I mean, into the macro, we dump. That's what I was thinking. So I'm happy with the trade. I would take it again. No doubts. No regrets, I mean. No regrets. Yeah. I think, yeah, that's where my drawn liquidity is. Thinking the end dog, which is right here. Maybe even 50% of it. Maybe even the low of it. The new week opening gap. That's my drawn liquidity, yeah. Yeah, it's new week opening gap. I'm trading micros, NASDAQ micros. Not the best fill there, but we took the inversion. We got slipped like pretty bad. It should have been like 6 points higher when I clicked short, but because the risk reward is still good, I don't really care about a couple. Like the risk reward is still good here. It's 2.5 to that low. So that's a nice candle forming right now, but it needs to continue to form. Like ES, look at ES. ES does not look like it's going lower. We could put our stop loss here, actually. It should not come back above here. And I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. Because if we form a fair value gap, that's going to be the fair value gap high. If it's possible that ES takes the high, better continue in the green. Maybe, maybe not. Never been titled. Just trying to think here if the stop loss makes sense. Microsoft Corp OT strat? I have no idea what that is, bro. I just look at ES, you know? Does not look very clean. Maybe we put our stop just above 50%. I mean, we're at 50% of this. Just above 50% of that. Yeah, we're going to get an SMT anyway, so let's give it a little bit of room for a potential SMT. But we will lower it, let's say, to right there or something, old high. Just to give a little bit of room for a potential SMT. Have to. This is now a premium array. But that's it. Yeah, if both these assets take the high here, just wrong. It's going to run all the highs in my opinion. 3 minute didn't close below. You're getting wrecked. Sorry. Yep, you're right. 3 minute did not close below. You are correct. Which is why I said, might be wrong, you know, but I'm happy taking this trade every time. No SMT. Nasdaq definitely a bit weaker. Okay, we're probably gonna get the SMT now. Might have to put my stop back where it originally was. Over here. Gonna leave our stop loss there. Because it is possible we run this high, go lower, as long as the order block doesn't get invalidated, or the mitigation block. Market is gonna buy, maybe, possible, very possible. 1050 macro, so hopefully we can dump, or we'll rally. Hopefully it's lower. No, we're trading on the funded. It's trading on the funds. So already minus 160 on the funded. This is the second trade for the funded. Stop loss is there, and TP is gonna be, I don't even know what that is, but we're gonna leave that over there for now. I think it's a 50% level. Nas bearish, ES bullish. We got the SMT. So if we close bearish here, we'll trail our stop to that SMT high. No news. Yep, no news. That's a nice candle so far. See if it can continue for the next couple seconds. What's your platform? Top Step X. This is Top Step X. Stronger for ES, yes. Weaker for Nasdaq. Yep, we're on the fundeds. We're on the fundeds. 3 fundeds there. We draw a bullish OTE from the low to high. In this range or this range? A bullish ODE. A bullish OTE. So it would be from this leg. You'd have to do it. That would be your OTE entry right there, brother. If you're bullish, you'd OTE entry here. And you'd look for the high there. Plus a little bit if you look for stuff here. That would be your entry. If this candle closes bearish, we'll be trailing the stop to this SMT. Let's scan through the time frames here, see if anything. Yeah, just a lot of wicks on the lower side. 30-minute candle has 4 minutes. So far, it's bearish, closing below the previous bearish candle. So it's possible we go lower. I still like the trade idea. I mean, the hourly is not going to flip, but sell. I'm in sells, yeah. Okay, and now we're going to trail our stop loss to the SMT. So 2067, risk reduced a little bit. And we'll see. We now have an SMT here. Stick to your trade. Yep, gonna stick to this. Gonna stick to it. I'm aiming for this. This is the minimum I'm expecting. So I'm gonna put these levels out. I mean, it's funny how I always do this once the trade starts like showing a little bit of sign that it's gonna go lower. basically aiming for somewhere in here to close profits. If we do standard deviations from this leg, you'll get something like that. If you did standard deviations from opening range, 0.5 is right there. I kind of like that, if I'm being honest. We'll see. If the 30-minute candle flips, 30-minute candle is bearish. It's probably going to close bearish. Hopefully the macro delivers. Just remember, we already took one loss, so I mean, this is going to make more. If it TPs, it'll make more, obviously, but this is like this is my TP. Anything less, I'm not closing the position. This is yeah, it'll be a 2R TP there if that happens. It's about to dump, maybe, possibly, maybe not though. It's like when you're in funded trade, difficulty went from hard to extreme. Real. Like, I don't know why this one failed, but we took the second leg. It is what it is. You're down 200. I'm down currently 160 on the day. This is a balanced price range. Shouldn't come back up here, so I'm going to trail the stop a little bit more. This is all balanced delivery. There's no inefficiency there. There's an order block it covers. That's a good stop loss placement. 2061. So risk is reduced pretty nice. So far, it's going lower. Yes, is finally catching up. Probably going to hold this all the way down to my level here, minimum this line. At a minimum this line, yeah. We might close it here. We might just trail the stop over there. We do have the huge gap, which could be like good for maxing profits, but I have to mark out 50% of the gap. What is this? Wait, where's 50%? Just need to mark this out, 50%. Oh, I actually have it marked out here. Nope, no, I don't. All right, let's just see. And oops. So we're taking out the first level of sell side. I'm not gonna break even. Just gonna keep the stop where it is. Yep, I'm looking for new week opening gap as well. Just trying to figure out if I want to TP at the high or if I want to TP at the low or 50%, 25%. So far, so good. Yeah, so far, not bad. We suffered some drawdown, but I think 11 a.m. should go lower. Someone said 50%. Maybe. Maybe. My 2R objective is right here, so could definitely just close it there. What I'm probably going to do is trail my stop to like right here. Once we get there. Looks like we finally got a winning trade. Looks like we finally got a winning trade though. I mean, I don't want to get too frantic. What's the word? Frantic? Frantic. Frantic? What's the word, bro? Fanatic. You took the same trade. Appreciate you. Actually, I don't know why I said that. Good shit. If you're TPing anytime soon. There's your breaker. Second leg of delivery. So we should see some accumulation here. If we're really heavy, just going to be one tap and go. Or we just hit the breaker and go. We could also accumulate here, then go lower. Still not moving my stop loss. Going to stay right there. Not breaking even. Yep, the risk is simply accepted for this one. Yeah, shouldn't come back up there. Pray it hits weak opening gap. Pretty sure it'll hit the weak opening gap, just about how far it'll go. So your new week opening gap high is right here. That's your new week opening gap high. And your new week opening gap low. Let me just move this lower because I don't know. Your new week opening gap low is right here. Okay. If you want to do. Sorry, we're dumping right now. I want to make sure it's not going to hit my TP. Hold up. Some more important things here than the fucking new week opening gap. Okay. Yeah, just want to make sure it's not going to hit my TP. What's this green line I just marked out? So there's your new week opening gap. And what is this black line I drew? I don't even know. And well, yeah. So that's your new week opening gap. Obviously, it could go lower than that. Which proper? I'm using Top Step, brother. So your new week opening gap, it's pretty close. Black line was your first TP. Yep, this is my first. Like at minimum, it's gonna come here. You're gonna before I go, you're gonna post trade. Sure, if you want me to post a trade recap, I will. I'll even post the trade that I lost. But this we already lost one. I mean, it's not a bad trade that we lost. So I'm probably gonna trail my stop at that low, if I'm being honest. Or we partial and leave one. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. That's 50%. Probably gonna trail the stop there as soon as it hits the green line. Just gonna drag the stop down. Partial and leave one at break even. That's the other option, is to take two off there. 60 times 2, 120, 240. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take two off. We're gonna take two off here. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Just because I calculated it and it makes sense. And we'll leave one probably W trade. Not yet. Not yet. You know, it's possible that we reject. You know? Not a W trade just yet, brother. Not yet. Probably should break even this one now though. Gonna break even this one now. So 585. Yep, it's not a TP just yet. But we are break even. So no loss on this one. You just took a partial. That's a good place to partial. This area was a good place to trail stop. Like as soon as it comes to these candles, just put your stop right there. 2 buy stops. It's not a bad thing to do. But yeah, 30-minute candle, close bearish. This one should continue down. Hourly candle should definitely take out the previous candle low. It'll probably go lower than that. If it does go lower, it wouldn't really make sense for it to just wick and then go. Maybe first TP will be new week opening gap. Plus 1 tick. Just make sure we get the fill. Doesn't make sense. Just want to do what actually the candles tell me. 2-minute bearish fair value gap tapped in. I'd want to see us close below the 2-minute bearish fair value gap, right? Don't tell me we came all the way down here simply to touch the rejection block. That would be atrocious. What's up, Mulu? How are you? I'm good. US 30. I can take a US 30. Nope, this is all you see. Everything you see here is everything I'm looking at. The only thing I have on another screen is my YouTube stream and my funded account. So we took this on the funded. Minus 160 first trade. I already told you guys. This is the trade right now. Aiming for like the new week opening gap. So I'm mimicking my funded and trading view simply for your guys' purposes. Could even add one short there, but not doing that. I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna put first TP there. 2552. 2522. But we will trail the stop. But the first partial, we'll put it there. We should inverse this. If we don't inverse this, a little bit cautious. I mean, we're break even, so if we break even, it is what it is, you know. Just tapped into the 3-minute bearish fair value gap. We have a wick here. Could put our stop loss at the high of that wick. It's all the same. It's all the same, really. Shouldn't come back up there. I stream on TikTok and YouTube, yeah. Same time. All right, so it's gonna pretty much come down to this fair value gap here. If it holds, we'll go lower, hit TP 1 and 2. If not, we're wrong. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You are now break even. Yes, I am. Why shouldn't it come back there? Just because the imbalance. I'd want to see order flow stay bearish. It is what it is. Exactly, brother. Take partial. No partial. I would be breaking rules if I took partial. I can check US 30 if you wait for this trade to finish, brother. If you need it now, sorry. But I need to watch these candlesticks. This would be your first stage accumulation. Unless you qualify this. This could be your sell model. So sell model complete. Standard deviations from this leg. 0.5 is right there. That's your consolidation. That's leaving the consolidation. So this is your original consolidation. You move to no partials or what? Partials are at this level. Partials are at my first target. Simple as that. How long did it take you to follow your rules without compromise? I still struggle with that, brother. Last week we broke the rules on one day. This week I broke the rules. Well, this week just started. We haven't broken any rules yet. But my goal for this week is to do 5 out of 5 days without breaking rules. That's a nice candle. I'd want to see this used as resistance, 50% of this wick. If we formed a bearish fair value gap, I'd probably bring my stop loss here. If that's the line of defense, why not move stop to above that gap? It's not the last line of defense. It could wick. It could wick all the way into here. It just shouldn't inverse. So my stop loss needs to cover the potential wick that could form here. You get what I'm saying? For example, there's a volume imbalance right here. It could just wick there and then close back. It all depends on the body. So if we inverse this, I'd probably just close the position. Any trades today? Bro, any trades today? But you're even looking at the stream? I'm in a trade right now, bro. What do you mean any trades today? This guy said any trades today. What? Bro, yeah, 2 trades. For the last one, we went short here. We lost. Went short here. Not the best fill, but still good to 2 risk reward plus. And we're in short, and we're looking for TP1. Not the best reaction off that wick. So let's see. We might get a bullish breaker here. In which case, we'll probably close the position if we get a bullish. We should not be getting a bullish breaker. You took a buy at 10 a.m. That was a good buy, you know? This was a good long. You're right. So if you caught that, you followed your rules. Good stuff. We'll see what happens here. October has been a trash month. What is his this is second. Yep, this is my second trade. Exactly. I'd want to see this wick. See this on ES for those on YouTube. This ES candle has no low. I'd want to see it flip bearish. If it flips bearish, it's running straight to TP. Now, fast or never. Pretty much exactly now. Yeah, exactly. Now, fast or never. Could take out the short-term high, then go lower. Possible. Looks like we're forming a bullish fair value gap. That's not good. His view is bearish. Yep, I'm bearish. I'm in a short, so hopefully I trading with my view. So all permissible price action here. We do have a 10-minute fair value gap above. It is possible we get into there. I'd prefer it to stay open. it shouldn't really come there. On the 1 minute chart, yeah, it looks like we shouldn't come here, but really we have a breaker here that could definitely be traded into and still send us lower. I move money on those two down close candles. This one, these two, it's hard to say which two. These two, close candle that swept liquidity. These two down close candles. What's your strategy? I have an entire trading system. Can't really explain it in one go. It's kind of an entire system. I post about it on YouTube if you want to learn how I trade. I trade ICT. Yeah. Too bad you didn't re-enter. If your model formed and you didn't re-enter, you made 338. Nice, bro. Nice. Yep. We could have closed here. Thoughts on TGR strap? I personally don't think TGR is a good trader. I don't like his style. So SMT formed. I don't see no SMT. So I'd want to see this high get taken and then lower prices. SMT or not, doesn't matter too much. You like dodgy D style. Yeah, it all comes down to what you like. I mean, I like my style, so I made my own style. I didn't take anyone else's. Why? He's a multimillionaire? Yeah, he's really rich. I don't think he's made most of his money not from trading, you know? He's made a lot of money off crypto. Obviously, I don't know about him too much. Not like his close friend or anything. He's made a lot of money off crypto though. He makes a lot of money from his prop firm. And I've watched him trade, and in my opinion, he barely in my opinion, like I say he barely trades ICT. Like I feel like he probably did not watch that many ICT videos, which is fine. I'm not saying he has to trade ICT. I trade ICT. So when I watch his trading and I see like this does not really make sense in the perspective of ICT concepts, you're profitable? Depends. If you look at my last like 100 trades, the numbers will be profitable, but I still need to work on my psychology and decisions. Like we keep breaking rules 1 or 2 days every week. They're minor, but they matter, you know? Like just patience. Patience is a big thing for me. The lack of patience. I'm good in holding trades. I've been trading for like 1 year. I'm good at. Do you understand? Probably has companies give him money to trade to him with that. Yeah, 100%. He probably gets a lot of those people on Twitter. They get accounts for free just to promote them, to get more people to buy them. Probably enough stop loss here, guys. Yeah, we should have flipped already to the downside. It's still possible. We didn't invert the 5 or 3. I'll probably move my stop a little bit higher just to cover as much of this 5 minute as I can, and the 10 minute, just to cover as much as possible. Because it definitely, like now that it's slowed down, political lows, it's kind of another setup in itself. Oh, we do have the 10 minute ES, so yeah, there's a full SMT here actually. Yeah, someone said that. So we could go lower here actually. Yeah, could go lower. There's an SMT like this. I didn't see that. No partials? Not yet. You could have taken them. Are you on funded or live? I'm on funded, brother. What's your max trade per session and queue? The max is usually 3. It's usually 2 though. Depends. I have a very specific circumstance where I'm allowed to take 1 more trade. It depends if I'm re-entering the same trade. So for example, let's say I close the position here and I re-enter here. I qualify that as 1 trade. I don't think that's 2 different trades. So 2 trade ideas max. And then obviously I have a max loss limit. Bro, what is live versus express? Live is like I open my own account with the live broker and put in money and trade it. Funded is you pass combine, they give you account. Yeah, standard deviations is a good way to TP. If that's your style, go for it. I use Top Step personally. I like Top Step. They're really good. Yeah, there's a volume imbalance. We're gonna hold this probably like I'm gonna put my stop here to cover as much of the 5 minute imbalance above us as possible. I'm just gonna let it go, you know? We gotta hold this one through. In terms of actually making sense, yeah, the stop's not bad. It covers the in volume imbalance and a little bit of the 5. It could definitely wick us out. which is why I'm trying to cover as much as possible. There's the OTE fair value gap there. But because we have the SMT already, which is here, probably shouldn't even go there. I mean, we never inverse this fair value gap, so hopefully we just get the sell side delivery here, TP1. Yeah, they do drop. They do give you live. So if you do really good, instead of having funded, they'll just put you into the live account. Should inverse this fair value. You don't think it needs to be fast? Not right here. No, not right here. It needs to be fast because this is accumulation of more shorts, hopefully, unless it's a reversal. But I see this as accumulation of shorts. So no, it doesn't need to be fast. But once it leaves the range, then you'd expect it to be fast. So like now, pretty much. It should speed up through this fair value gap because they're not going to be buying. What's the size? Depends on your funded. So you have a Telegram group where you send signals? No, but I live stream every single day. So, I mean, realistically, ideally, you guys aren't just copy trading me, but it's not much I can do. I'm going to be live streaming. How do you manage emotions while in a trade that takes a while? Just try my best to follow the rules. You're just going to take experience. That's really the only way. If you struggle with it, you're just going to have to face it. That's all it is. You know? I used to struggle with it. I still struggle with it, but it's a little better now. You just got to trust your idea. What helps me is just going back to the higher time frame to trust my idea, right? It looks totally fine. I mean, the stop loss doesn't look that fine right now, but it looks totally fine, right? We have the 30-minute internal at relative equal lows and this huge gap. There's a good chance we come down there. Did I ever spend? No, I never copy traded anyone in my life. Never once in my life. Yeah, it's just our stop loss isn't that safe. I mean, on the 1 minute, it looks good, but obviously, it's not the best stop loss. Not the best stop loss. Hey, Gaty, Raj. This side, I am very good at trading first profit in NASDAQ when I don't understand the rules of futures profit and how to pass. There's usually only 1 or 2 rules. You just have to make a certain amount without losing a certain amount. That's pretty much it. There's only 2 rules. So for Top Step, it's your only rule for Top Step. ICT said no to signals. How many accounts you got? I have 3 fundeds right now. And that's it. Yeah, just 3 fundeds. So we should invert this gap. For those of you on YouTube, you can see. I think if you turn your phone sideways, you can also see my second chart. I don't know about that though. You should be able to. But yeah, we never inverted this gap, which is nice. Bodies are pretty high up there on the 2 minute. ES tapped into the bullish fair value gap, so let's see if we can inverse. Do you copy trade or you trade your fund separately? Oh yeah, I copy trade them all together. All copy traded. I noticed that there's a 5-minute FEG on both NQ and ES tapped on what it was. Yep, exactly, Victor. That's the SMT I marked right here. So this SMT, it looks like it's with a swing high, which it is, but it's also this 5-minute fair value gap. So that's why I said once we come here, we should just go lower. What's your final TP? Low of NWAG? Final TP will be low of NWAG, yeah. That would be like, I hold it to these equal lows. How far, like just look, ask yourself, how far can it go below the sell side here, right? That's your minimum objective for this trade. It should be. Is it worth it? If you have the money and you're a good trader, then fuck yeah, it's worth it, bro. Is it worth it? That would be insane. The minimum objective for this trade is the sell side. Because we had the change of state delivery on the higher time frame, we're expecting the sell side to get taken. That's our higher time frame objective. But look past that. Like, what's the next step? What can happen at this low? It's possible, pretty probable. Nope, no payouts in this account. We got funded last week. So far, we're 500 drawdown on the account. So we've only taken, if you look at the journal I posted in my Discord, we took 1 win and 3 losses last week. And the day that we broke rules was our worst day. Failed to inverse the fair value gap on yes. It's very important to note, but we'll keep this straight anyways. So the low hanging fruit would be this low here. These relative equal lows. How far can it go below that? The low of day, which is right below the new week opening gap. That's pretty objective. 50%, every single quadrant of this can be happened. New week opening gap, obviously, as well. And possibly the sell side just below. That's how far it can go. So my final TP, I wouldn't expect much more than the lows just below new week opening gap. But who knows? Still haven't hit TP1. We're stuck in a trade during lunch, so I think it does, Jerp. I think it does. I feel like it's a good way to just monitor my improvements, saying things out loud. Broker, I use TopStep. It's a prop firm. It doesn't look too good here, but is there a 10-minute? 10-minute immediate rebalance. We really shouldn't go back up there. Let's just leave it here. We'll probably just, we'll set it here and just let it go and not touch anything. Just let it go. Oh, we're gonna how you clear futures. Okay, yeah, sorry, Raj. I missed some of your texts. There was a couple texts there. So, can you make a video regarding how to clear the futures account and how to trade them wisely? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I posted in my Discord already a risk management tool. Like the risk management I follow for a funded. Now, if I'm being honest, me personally, I don't I like Justin. I like Justin. He makes a lot of money outside of trading, but I like his trading. He sticks to his model really well, and I like that. He knows what he's looking for in the charts. You can tell when other people don't. Yeah, we're really consolidated here. Could just be fizzling out. How do you feel about? I don't know who that is, bro. So I have a risk management plan. In terms of passing a funded account, bro, if I'm being honest, I'm just gonna full port them from now on. I'm tired of doing my perfect full strategy through a combine. This is kind of a waste of time. Doesn't really make sense for me. So I'm probably just gonna be full porting them from now on. So if you want the most efficient strategy, or do you want me to teach you how to trade properly? Like did you know you can adjust your daily risk limit to trade rate? Yep. I did that for TopStep as well. This paper real? It's funded account. I don't know if that counts as real or not real. It's funded. So if I make this money, I can take it out. Yeah. I guess that's as real as it gets. Just pass it in 2 days. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, especially if you have the money. If you're learning how to trade, then do it properly. You think 0.5% per trade would be better if you haven't gotten funded? If you've never been funded, you're still working on your trading, then yes, you should follow your full risk money management plan. You have to. I've done that like 10 times. Every time I get to the funded, I usually do something stupid. I mean, I've gotten 3 payouts so far, but still, psychology is an issue for me. Patience is an issue for me. FOMO is an issue for me, and we're doing better. My risk management's usually pretty good, but all it takes is one bad day, and that's kind of what's been happening. How did your first payout feel? It felt pretty good, but I also used to over risk. When I got those 3 payouts, I over risked. My win rate was just happened to be good at that time. Usually my win rate's around sometimes it's like I'm pretty streaky. Like usually I go on a win streak or lose streak, so it's hard to say. I think my average win rate's like 60 to 65 or something. So, how did it feel? Yeah, it felt good, but it felt not too earned, if I'm being honest, because I knew I was over risking. How do you track your analytics? Journal, Notion, as well as just previous TopStep. TopStep does your analytics for you, so if you just keep them in track. Self-discipline and mental, yeah, because you know what it is, and I feel like I explained this really well in my last live stream. It's the fact that your trading model can afford losses when you're wrong. Like if I lose this trade, I can afford that because I was wrong, and eventually I'll be right and I'll make it back and more. But when you break rules and you lose a trade, you can't afford those losses. If you want to be profitable, those losses need to be eliminated. You need to make sure if you're losing, it's because you were just wrong. I'm happy to lose when I'm wrong, but I'm not happy to lose if I broke a rule, because if my win rate's 60, that only accounts for when I'm following my rules. My win rate's not going to be 60 if I'm breaking rules. It's going to be lower. Yes, all my Notion journals are in my video, brother. I have a video on journaling, yes. How much drawdown increase when you get profit and you're funded? What do you mean, drawdown increase? How do I do it? Or what happens? The trade's been quite a long time now. The longer and longer it takes, the more and more I'm thinking it could just fizzle out. Breaking rule is one step to going full tilt. Breaking rules is one step to going full tilt. Might just full close it here. I mean, we'll leave the runner. It's pretty much a full close. Yeah, so basically, I have my model, which I made from trading plan results of whopping 150% in 1 year. Basically, what happened, I used to trade 2022, followed it to the T, very mechanical, didn't even use that much bias. How much time did you lose your funded challenge before you got funded? Nowadays, I don't really blow fundeds anymore. Challenges, I don't. So, in the past, probably like 20. I have them written down. I have quite a bit of rules, if I'm being honest. I have a full system, and I try to follow them all. There's 7 models in there, 6 entry models, the full risk and money management plan. In the past, probably like 20. When I first started trading, my first funded, I was like 500 away from passing, and I blew it in the same day. That same day, I probably blew like 5 more accounts. The same day. I was doing good for 2 weeks on the first combine, and I overtraded when I was super close to passing, and I probably blew like 5 more accounts, and then I was like, holy shit. I didn't even know trading. I always thought like, bro, trading psychology, like, that's for people who are like gamblers, you know? Like, I didn't think it was gonna affect me. And then I was like, holy shit. Like, that shit affected me. Like, I was so close, tilted, broke every rule, was trading every single fluctuation. So that was a big eye opener for me. And from there, it got pretty good. Now it's kind of like more little things. But every now and then, you know? How long you been trading? It's been about a year. I got my first funded January 31st. You got profitable. Profitable, it depends how you... Like, I know I have a strategy that's profitable. I can say that, right? In terms of executing it, still kind of working on that, you know? But I feel I'm all done past the learning phase. The only thing I can learn is from my own trades now. So that's it. We're in the road now, you know? It's like you're halfway to your, not halfway, but like you hit the road, you're on the highway, and you just got to keep going straight until you get there. I'm kind of at that level, right? There's no more turns. How much do you withdraw on your first payout? My first payout was $2,000 US dollars. Actually, no, it was 50. Was it 2,000 US or 200 Canadian? 2,000 Canadian. I'm Canadian, so I don't remember. How long you been trading? I started my whole journey last year, September. I started ICT around maybe November. Maybe this November, yeah. So in November, I watched 2022 mentorship. I watched the first couple months of 2016. How do taxes work for profit in Canada? You just pay a lot of taxes, bro. Are you in school? Nope, I graduated college. I have a degree. I wish I didn't, but I do. Yeah, price actions. Yeah, I'm gonna be working out soon. So, like at this point, like I don't have a section for this in my journal. So truly, I don't know what to do here. Did the trade idea die? I feel like kind of. Like, I feel like it's kind of 50-50 right now, if I'm being honest. What do I think's gonna happen? I mean, the hourly candle looks pretty bullish. It might even flip. I mean, we inversed it on the 1 on ES, but like, I feel like we're kind of just gambling this. I don't even know what to do here, to be honest. Don't have a rule for this. Could just close the trade here and break even on the day. It's not a bad idea. What degree did I have? I have a degree in exercise science, kinesiology. Why do you wish you don't? Just a waste of 4 years. If I started trading 4 years ago, I'd be a lot more ahead. You're in Canada too? Canada's fucked shit, man. Canada's ass. Need to get out of here. I've been trading 2 months and had to pay out my hands 2 times, but lost them in 1 day both times. I feel you, bro. Trust me, I feel you. Every time, the last funded account, I actually posted a video about the last 3 funded accounts I blew. The risk management. It was 1 day. It was actually 2-3 days. But yo, let me tell you, since a lot of people just joined the stream, I'm gonna make a video. And bro, I'm not joking. I say this every stream. Like, I know people are probably tired of me hearing it. But I'm telling you guys, if you trade anything like me, you want to average around 2 risk to reward. If you trade anything like me, partials are fucking killing you guys. I'm telling you, partials are killing you guys. If you take partials at levels like this, maybe one of these, It's killing you. I only realized that like 2-3 weeks ago, looking back at my last 50 trades. And we might just close the position here, man. This is... Yeah. I look back, partials killed me. I don't like the fact that we are wicking below this low. We should have sped up. The fact that we're slow tells me this could be a potential 30-minute power of 3. Could chill the stop. Oh, that's not a wick. Okay, might close the position in full here. Watching ES at this level. If you close now, you break your rules. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a rule for this. I don't have a rule for if we just start consolidating halfway in my trade. I don't fucking know. Don't close. Launch macro. Launch macro, true. But we have an SMT. I feel like I should take 2 off here. Alright, we're going to take 2 off. I'm going to take 2 off. Because of the SMT, ES hit the new week opening gap. Got to take 2 off. We're going to leave the last runner while I talk to you guys. I got to take 2. This is my TP1. Also, you watching. That is a partial. You are right. But no, this would be... Oh, yeah, that is a partial. But I have a specific rule for it, too. So I don't just completely eliminate partial. I have a very specific rule. If the target is 3R or above, I can take off 50% of the position or more. That way, so I didn't break any rules with that partial. That way, it guarantees a minimum of 2 risk to reward on average, right? So that's why I took that partial. You don't know how to take partials? Just do the opposite. If you're in sell, just click buy, you know? I'll show you here. This is why it was difficult to take the... I should have put this on way long ago, but I'll show you how to close. Just click buy. I'm in sells. Once I click buy, position is done. What did you study? Yeah, I talked about that. Kinesiology. Probably trail this. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's probably going to just break even. We'll probably just put the stop there. Surprised we didn't hit the lows there, but we fell short right there. So I think... I want to put the stop. Yeah, cover this wick. I like that stop. 15. Look at the 10. Yeah, that's good. What'd you enter off of? It was an inversion fair value gap. We got slipped quite a bit though. Because we formed the bears. How many accounts you're copying? 3 accounts. I'll show you guys the accounts. So we're 415 drawdown on the accounts right now. We're up on the day 30 now. So we mitigated the loss, which is kind of the purpose of my second trade, is to mitigate the loss of the first one by risking half. Although we risk the same amount this time. But we're still in it. And I'll probably close shortly. Maybe around 11:40. 3 accounts. My fund futures is really good. Yeah, my fund futures is really good. If you guys follow any trading people who don't live stream, who don't show their accounts, a really good thing to do is just look at their account numbers. If they hide it, if they're like blurring it out, bro, it's not my SIN number. It's not my credit card. Like, who cares if you guys can see the number? The reason they blur it out is because they be blowing hella accounts, bro. They be blowing those accounts like cheapest futures prop. Probably, I think Apex and probably my fund of futures. Yeah, my fund of futures is cheapest for sure. So what I'm gonna do is as soon as we take this low, I'm gonna put my stop right there. So we're putting our stop right there, and we instantly got taken out. I actually did not get taken out on my funded. I was a little bit slow, so we're still, stop is still right there. And we are out of the position. We're done for the day. Would have been a lot better if we didn't take the first loss, but we did. I did that because of the second SMT. The first target was not even met, but yeah, probably should have held that. But like I said, ES hit the objective. So that was quick, yeah. No, not Top Step X in TradingView, but you can do Trade Ovate. So take Top Step and pick Trade Ovate instead of Top Step X. Always hold. I held, no, I've got to take the TP there, me personally. Got to take the TP there. Yeah. Where did you go out? Right here. I'll show the executions right there in there. Yeah, don't partial, don't partial. For sure, don't partial. Yeah, don't. The reason I went out was because this guy's ES took my objective. Gotta get out there for sure. I don't fuck around with that shit. I've been in too many trades. I've been in too many trades where ES. Exactly, Jeff. Exactly. Partial when it's like for me it's 3R or above. So if I'm a 3R or above, I partial. Good stuff. It's all right. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we're up 130 on the day. That's a still bad day, right? That's not even. That's not even 1R on a day. But for a day we took a loss, that's pretty good. Of course, time's gonna do the heavy lifting. See, that's why we partial. Like, you got to look at both charts, brother. This is a perfect example. If this reverses, it'd be a perfect example. This is my objective right here. I don't know if you can see heart because I don't think I'm on YouTube. I risk 200 per trade, Aaron. 200 max. I don't know if you can see this heart, but this is my objective. This green line. I'm gonna make it super fat. ES hit this green line. So the ES candlestick went all the way down here. It hit both lines. That shouldn't be happening. So I'm ready to close the position in case that, my target was met on ES, but not NASDAQ. That shows weakness of the move. So in this case, NASDAQ showing strength because NASDAQ didn't even come over here where ES did. So the ES chart looks like this. The candle came all the way down here. You got to watch both. Yeah. One of the biggest things that held back my trades was not looking at ES. I swear to God, guys, your model can literally just be like a correlation based model. The amount of times you can avoid a bad trade just by looking at the opposite is insane. So I actually have a rule in my trading system where, for example, if ES is bearish and I'm taking a short on NASDAQ, right? The setup needs to form on ES because ES is weaker. So if the setup is not forming on the weaker asset, you know it's probably a fake, right? For example, this long here, no, not this long. There was something that I called out that was fake. Whatever. It's probably not here. I think I'm wrong. But we did take one loss, one win today, but we're up on the day. Can't be too upset about that. So on the accounts, 400 drawdown. So 1-2R win. So that's good. That's kind of relieving. Still need to do better. But we followed the rules. That's what matters. I already said at the beginning of the stream, first thing I wanted to do was follow the rules. We 100% followed the rules today. We're going to journal the trades now. And yeah, looks like we might run the sell side now. Appreciate the follow. There's 200 max per trade. Took the exactly same trade. Nice, Ito. Proud of you. Thank you. So, yeah, this one failed. It's hard to say why. Could just be timing. I thought this was a good trade. I would take it again, but we realized we managed to realize that it was still likely to go lower, so we re-entered. As to why this one failed, it's hard to say. Could just be timing. I noticed quite a bit when I take a trade like 10-20 to like 10-40. Usually it doesn't work out, and then it works out later on. So 1050 macro delivered really nicely. You can see 1050 boom made the high of the move, and we dropped all the way down 1102. You're holding till previous day low. Hold that shit, bro. Yeah, I closed. I closed just because the SMT, and it might go lower now, but we closed. I already took one loss, 11, so we're up on the day 130. Looks like it might run the low now, but it's possible that it has a deep retracement and then dumps at 12. I mean, we're already here. It probably run the low because the SMT is not there on the higher time frame. But once this candle formed, risky. Yeah, we got in pretty good exits, I'd say. Yep. I mean, the NWAG's gonna act as an imbalance probably anyways. It is an imbalance, It's not like acting. It is an imbalance. How do you feel when you get out of a trade and hit CP right away? If I followed my rules, When did you get into drawdown? Last week. So we got the funded last week. Last week was bad for me. Yeah. I started on last Friday. I'll show you guys my journal. Nothing to hide here. Just hopefully people on TikTok can see the journal. This is my journal. So we started off okay. I don't think we broke any rules here. This Friday, we broke rules on both of these trades, and you saw we lost a lot. Should not be losing that much. I don't think we broke rules. We broke every rule on that day as well. Oh, yeah, this was Friday. So we took 2 trades Friday and broke rules. Then we took a win the day after. And then, did we break rules here? We broke some rules here. I got stuck on the 1 minute time frame, never looked up. So we broke rules, 300 lost. Then we won 400 on this one. And then we lost the last 2 days. So I know it says like looks like I'm taking a lot of trades, but oh, and then here we got super chopped up. I mean, look at the price action here. Yeah, we got destroyed here. This was bad. This was also bad. So patience would have helped me there, but I don't think I actually broke any rules strictly. So yeah, that's that. You got a template for that? I do. It's not this exact one. This one won't make sense for you to use because this is very specific to my system. But I have this, which is what I used to start with, and you can adjust this to your liking. This is called Notion. It's free. I don't want to get the other ones. This one's free. So I put these 2 in the journal. Yep, these are the 2 days I broke rules, and it cost me the most. But today we took 2 trades. I'll show you guys how I journal. So I'm gonna put the trade number and the date, 2024 10/28. And I'm gonna include time, right? The first trade we entered at 10:34. Where is it located? In my Discord, brother. Someone said, oh, look at that, there's TP. So good to know that it hit. We'll put that in the journal. Would have made a big difference. It was a couple points, so was not gonna get greedy there. SMT, couple points, TP1. That would have been TP1, I guess. So could be holding it definitely still. But I think there was a decent chance. It could have went back during lunch. It was already pretty choppy. So happy to close there. Did not break any rules. That's what really matters. So 10:34 to 10:40 was the first trade. So I'm gonna put that in there. I want to see what times I'm losing. I feel like a lot of the time when I take a trade in this time window, it does not work out. But not gonna make a difference. Not gonna change anything now. Next step, SL or TP. You can't do that every time though, brother. You gotta look at the charts. You gotta look at the charts. You gotta look at ES. ES hit TP. That's my signal to hit TP as well, brother. That's my signal. If I took the trade on ES, I would have closed. They're correlated assets, so for me, it doesn't make sense to hold. He didn't journal. I mean, if he journaled, they probably would become profitable a lot faster, bro. Simple as that. So minus 157.50 on the first trade. Minus 157. Can I make a video explaining micros? How about this, brother? Send me a message on Discord and I will just explain it to you. Because I don't need to make it. It's going to take 30 seconds. It's very simple, brother. We risked 157.50 on the first trade. Risk to reward that we were going for. So we were going for, it was, yeah, pretty much 2. I mean, final target, just new week opening gap low, but especially we're aiming for a 2 because, I mean, we were aiming for more, but let's just say 2. Trading model, very important. So daily power of 3, no, sorry, 10 a.m. silver bullet. And then market maker stage 1 on the higher time frame. That's a 5-minute market maker stage 1, right? Smart money reversal, distribution, accumulation, redistribution. This is a smart money. Am I saying smart money? Market maker sell model. You could have seen this as a buy, it's true, but that was on the 1-minute chart. So you would have had to TP here. Does free conversion allow you to keep images? You have, yeah, you can keep all the images. Nothing's in it. It's all free. I don't even think there's is there a paid version? I don't even know if there is, bro. We took inversion market. Rules broken. None. Notes. I still don't know why this failed, if I'm being honest. I think both assets reached the higher time frame PDRA. Let me double check that. So the first short was 1030. Yeah, weird. I don't know. Weird one for sure. It's just hard to say why the first one failed. 1030. I guess it didn't even fail on ES, which is weird. We actually had the S&T here. It never failed on ES, but why did it fail at all is the question. I guess just choppy price action, you know? Not the cleanest price action, nonetheless. It's kind of weird that it failed, because this is the exact same trade we took twice. The second one had an SMT, so you're a lot more bearish on the day. In my opinion, it's a seek and destroy profile, so that's why I said, yeah, daily power 3, being seek and destroy was the entry model there. Still don't know why this failed. Could just be lack of algorithmic delivery. Price was pretty choppy. It could also have been waiting for macro. Note the setup did not fail on ES. That's important to note. Entry charts, I'll do that. Account balance, so we are at minus 408 now. So I will put in the entry chart. This is what my entries look like. And then I'll just put N30 here. Why not? So something else that I will say that helps me is when I stream, there's a lot of people who come in here and are like, you're wrong, or do this, or you know, like I don't know if you guys remember, there was a lot of people saying like, yo, reverse your position. Like I'm gonna stick to my model regardless what you guys say. Unless I broke a rule and someone told me like, yo, are you breaking a rule, or did you broke a rule? Yeah, okay, if I broke a rule, different story. And as for aftermath chart, we'll just put that in there to see these things in hindsight. Yeah, it's so easy to say them in hindsight, you know? But when you're trying to follow your model, like, look at this. You guys shorting this? Kind of scary. 6 entry models, 5 or 6. Yeah, we just used fair value gap limit inversion, PDCT entry model, which is a 15-second price delivery continuum theory. I use an OTE model if I missed the first entry, and a breaker. So unicorn setup, where I'll take the breaker instead of the fair value gap. And then my favorite entry model, which I've never heard anyone talk about this, so I truly think I'm like fucking starting this shit. I'm gonna put people on. It rarely forms. Wait, did it form here actually? And it played out? Wait. 1042. It did. It did form here. This is my favorite entry model. Oh, I'm so happy it played out, because I'm not joking to you guys. Listen, I'm not joking to you. To this day, I have never lost a trade with this entry model. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not lying. It's probably like 20-ish trades, maybe if you include backtest, it's probably like 40. But I think in like funded or demo, like live trading, I think it's like 15 out of 15 or something. I don't have the exact number because I don't have that journal, but it's definitely my favorite entry model. And yeah, it is what formed today. I think I did notice that. It's a breaker mitigation. That's my last entry model. Take care, Saravan. The reason I'm thinking for the first one is the best time reached back compared to 2, bounce back to 1. Yeah, like it wanted to move a little bit higher. If something is working, don't change it. Exactly, for sure. You know, just refine it. Drop some sauce. Y'all want to hear the favorite entry model? Just keep an eye out for it. I'll show you guys right now. I mean, I have a full YouTube video on it, but my favorite and highest probability entry model is breaker mitigation. So good. It's so good. If you look at the video, it looks exactly like this, like rinse and repeat. It's so good. I'll show you. This high, low, lower high. So we didn't take this high, failure swing. Lower low. This is a mitigation block. Oops. This is a mitigation block, this yellow box. That's a mitigation block. It's not a breaker block because we didn't make a higher. It's a mitigation block. So this is a mitigation. This is an SMT divergence. So what does it mean to have an SMT divergence right here? It means ES made a breaker block. So right here, look at ES, high, low, higher high, lower low. It's a breaker. So the same candle, 1043, in this case it's 1046, 1043 as well. You can use 1043 because you have high. It's not that clean on the S, but it's the same it's the same price action. It has a mitigation, breaker. So mitigation block, breaker block, high, low, higher high, lower low. This is a breaker. Really, this is your breaker, but you get the idea. When you have the discrepancy here, so one asset makes a mitigation, one asset makes a breaker. With the right context, obviously I'm not taking this every time. I was taking this because we're in a 30-minute bearish fair value gap, and we had the relative equal lows and the new week opening gap. That's why I took that short. It's my best trading model ever. Best. Body respective 50% of the breaker mitigation. My stop loss was the mitigation high there actually, so yeah, very nice in my opinion. And yeah, looks like TP1 and it just went higher. So we probably wouldn't have hit TP2. If I saw this, I would have just probably full closed there. Like I wasn't gonna hold a runner because of how choppy it was. I don't like it. I mean, I gotta go work out too, so I'm not gonna, I don't usually be holding shit through lunch and shit, to be honest. If I'm truly being honest. Okay, so now what do? I mark trade 2 because trade 1 was a loss, trade 2 was a win. So trade 2, same date, the time of trade 2, we shorted at 1047, got out at 1135. So see the timing of that trade in the macro, more likely to deliver. Usually I just noticed that, but I need more data to confirm. If I'm gonna make a rule about it, I need more data. So net P&L in total, so 9750 plus, so 98 plus 192. Great trade. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. Yep, 290 on this trade. So we did hit around above 2R. It's Notion. It's a Notion journal. Can you explain more about your loss? I can do my best. I can do my best just from what I've learned from previous losses. I can do my best. Let me just quickly fill this out. So same trade idea, same entry model, no rules broken. Same exact trade as before, this time closer to the macro. And we had an SMT inside the M30 FEG. And also, let me just break the mitigation limit. So let me quickly put this in my journal. And just to be clear, so my journal for when I backtest is not the same journal. Because when I'm backtesting, I'm trying to gather information. So I adjust. And my risk for the original trade was, we entered somewhere here. It was about 120. It was about 120. I'm just going to put 120. We reduced it pretty early. Okay, so that's the journal. Someone asked me, can you talk about my first loss? I can do my best. I noticed, and I can show you the journal, but it's not all in the journal, it's in previous journals as well. A lot of the time, when I enter a trade between like 1020 to 1040, usually it just fails and then plays out after. As for reasons why, I could be underestimating the 30-minute power of 3. So 30-minute candle opened here, open, high, low, close, what I was expecting, but I guess the manipulation, I could have underestimated it. It's kind of dependent on the higher time frame. Like I shorted the 30-minute fair value gap. Sometimes this is just gonna happen, you know? Like the 30-minute fair value gap was never invalidated. Everyone here was saying, like a lot of people were saying in the chat, like, you're wrong. Like, why don't you switch buys to bullish? Because why would I? Nothing's changed, right? We're still in the 30-minute bearish fair value gap. We didn't inverse it. I want to see. My idea for the trade was I want to see rejection from the 30-minute fair value gap. Why this 30-minute fair value gap? Well, we're approaching a time where the market is likely to move. If I see rejection from this level, it would suggest that we're going to form a wick, this wick right here, and then distribute lower in terms of time. And there's a clear drawn liquidity. We had relative equal lows and the new week opening gap. That's massive and not been filled yet. So huge imbalance. So that's the idea. So the first trade, the only thing I can think of that was probably wrong is like it's hard. It's definitely hard to say. Well, that's not the clearest. The best thing I can tell you is we were just further away from the macro, right? Usually the move from this move is more likely to happen at 10:50 than it is to happen at 10:30. That's just the truth, right? If 10 a.m. reversal is not bearish, usually 11 a.m. will reverse bearish, if that makes sense. So if I'm expecting lower prices, right, and 10 a.m. does something like this, I'm expecting it to reverse around the 10:50 time going into 11. Because look at the hourly candle was bullish, right? This hourly candle, 10 a.m., it frames the reversal for the next hour, kind of, is the idea. So if I just hide everything here. Was there a 4-hour imbalance that I missed? Yeah, definitely could have been the 4-hour immediate. This would have been an immediate rebalance. So you could have said, no, but that happened here too. So it happened there on my first trade as well. So it's really hard to say exactly. Obviously, the price action is not that clean on a day like this anyway, right? It tends to do this on days like this when there's no news. It's not in a hurry. The market condition is still ranging, seek and destroy, right? Even though we know it's going to go down, it's going to be very manipulative, right? It's very common to do stuff like that. Someone said hourly order block. Although I don't really, it hit the same level. It really hit the same level both times. Yeah, there really isn't. There really isn't anything. You want that PDF file? All my PDFs are in my Discord. Your best bet is to go on my Instagram, YouTube. I don't think it's in my TikTok, but my TikTok has my YouTube. So if you go on my YouTube, you'll find it. It is in there. You'll find my Discord. There's quite a bit of people in there. If you want to get close, to me, maybe we trade together type shit. Go crazy in the Discord for me. Show some love to the other people. Guide them. You don't have to be the best trader. I promote people in my Discord, even if they're not profitable. I just want to see that you're putting in work. I will update the PDF. I'll do that right now before I forget. I will update the PDF. Although there's only one thing that added, and there's not much notes. You kind of have to watch the last video. The PDF portion is not really going to help you because I'll show the PDF now. And this is not the PDF you're talking about, Diplo. This is my trading system. There's not much here. You realize it just says daily profile identified. I can't put this all in note. I mean, I can, but again, this is not for you guys. Respectfully, this is for me. So I don't need to put this in my notes. I know I did the market maker one for you guys. Maybe I'll go back and put this, but I explained it in the video. So if you want, just take the screenshots from the video. It's the same notes. I would just come back and put it. Appreciate you, brother. Better teaching ICT? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm just reteaching what he taught me. So I'm not making anything up. I mean, breaker mitigation, maybe. I don't know if I've never heard him talk about that. But yeah, I don't think he's the best teacher, but he definitely has the most information. So, and the correct information. So there is that. There is that much for sure. Yeah, so I'll put this, I'll upload this. You know what, for now, it actually takes quite a bit more time. If you want, Abs, I'm trying to call you I'll just call you Abes. If you want, I'll just send you this picture. Message me on Discord. I'll send you the picture for now, and then when I upload it, I'll post it, I'll post a announcement. Does that sound good, brother? So that's pretty much it. We journaled everything. So in the Discord, there's roles. Oh shit, a bunch of people messaged me. We'll come back to that. So this is the Discord. There's a couple people in here. I always post my journal. Um, Yep, not much happened. Okay, well, it's probably it for me, guys. I'm gonna update the journal in the Discord. So I'll post the Discord journal. We caught a winning day, can't complain. trade to 2024 10/28. We followed the rules. That's all that matters. Let's follow the rules the next 4 days and see what happens. All right, that's all I want to do. Don't care about anything else. Just want to follow the rules, and that's it. That's all I want to do. So we will do that. I will see you guys live tomorrow. We got 16 followers today. TikTok went kind of crazy. Appreciate everyone joining on TikTok. If you don't know, I live stream on YouTube every day. So if you'd rather join there, you can see my whole monitor. TikTok, if you're on your phone, you can only see a little bit. But I appreciate you, Victor, being nice. Ryan, appreciate you asking questions, man. Keep working. I like your standard deviation. You seem to know. Listen, I don't know what it is, but people who use standard deviations, they know what the fuck's going on. It's algorithmic. I really love standard deviations. I think you're on the right track, brother. Keep doing that. Personally, don't take my word for it, listen to yourself. I'm not like the guru or everything. So, what's the name of the journal you use? I don't know if you're still here, Ivan, but it's Notion, and I have the template in my Discord. Everything I use in my Discord free. Don't charge anything. Never charged anything. The only money I make is from YouTube ad revenue. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, see you guys live tomorrow, exact same time. TikTok 9:15, YouTube 9:15. Everyone from TikTok, it would make more sense for you to come over to YouTube. You don't have to. I'll still be live, but appreciate you, Ivan. Appreciate you too, brother. The Notion journal is right here. So go to Gatie. I think it's here. Nope. I think it's right here. If you go to announcements and pinned, you'll see my risk management strategy. You'll see my trading view chart settings. You'll see my template journal. And then I have a YouTube video on how I would recommend you adjust the journal, because that journal was kind of more made for me, although it is kind of general, but you should try to make it your own, you got to make it tailored to you. So see you guys live tomorrow. Appreciate you, Jeff. Hope I see you next time, brother. We're doing everything right. I'm sure you're doing everything right too, because if you know I'm doing it right, then you're probably doing it right too. So we're both doing it right. So what's your stock trading strategy? Great question. ICT, kind of. So what I do for stocks, and I'm just gonna say this. Now, obviously, I'm most likely trading without a stop loss, and by most likely I mean 100%. We are long-term investing in these stocks. But my stock trading strategy is to find discount stocks when I'm bullish on Nasdaq or ES, and I try to use weekly and monthly power of 3. So I'm looking for a weekly trade. Gonna go for a weekly power of 3. Monday trade, monthly power. Usually it's monthly power of 3. Usually I hold for around a month or two. So my stock strategy is discount stocks that are looking at a potential monthly power of 3 from a monthly fair value gap, weekly fair value gap, volume imbalance. I love those gaps on the stock charts. There's a lot of gaps. For example, Roku, a stock that I went long on. We held this shit and we were targeting this huge gap right here. This was my TP level. I knew it was likely to come there. I waited for, I think I entered here maybe, daily bullish fair value gap or something. It was in a discount. Nasdaq was bullish at the time. So we took that and we held it until there. We could have held it till here, right? Another example of a stock, we hit NVIDIA on the monthly fair value gap. I didn't hold it to all-time highs, but it was a monthly volume imbalance. Where did I enter NVIDIA longs? I mean, I entered twice. So I think I did enter this monthly fair value gap, and then I entered later on in another month. But we pretty much traded monthly power of 3 both times. So I think Tuesday, August, somewhere around here, went down in the month respect to the daily, so we went long, for example. The previous one, it was the monthly fair value gap. I don't go to the daily. I just click buy on that shit. So we hit the monthly fair value gap. I'll wait for a line power 3. I enter long. My only rule is the stock needs to show that it's been doing good for the last 6 months. 6 months. ICT, he's the one that made that rule. I don't ask. I trust. If the stock looks like it's doing good, all I do is I look at the earnings. I look at the growth. If it's been super choppy for 6 months or up, down, it's not doing good, then I don't go in it. Where your Discord? It's in my YouTube. If you click my YouTube, you'll see my link to everything. I'll try to put my link on TikTok. I should probably do that. So there's stocks that I know. I like NVIDIA. Ah, man, we were this close to clicking buy on Tesla when it was like at 220 or something. That would have been crazy, but we did not. So no point in being nice at Harry. That's my stock trading strategy. If I ever buy stock, I will tell the Discord. Just know that I'm doing it with absolutely no risk. If I have to hold this to the day I die, I will. I am not in a rush. We'll never take the money out of that account until I'm probably retired, which is never, because I'll be trading until I die, because I love this shit. So that account is literally just for stock trading or emergency. So I will literally hold it forever if it's a good stock. Sometimes I do put stop loss. So if I do like weekly power of 3 or monthly power of 3, I'll put the stop loss at the monthly low. So for example, if let's just say I was bullish and we had like the monthly open, we came down here, monthly fair value gap, right? And then I saw this go up, I would just put my stop there because it shouldn't come back. So right here, if I say I entered on this daily fair value gap on ES, put my stop loss here, enter here, because it shouldn't inverse the monthly, you know? The month should expand. You can see it continues and it goes. So hopefully that helps. I'm gonna sign out, gotta go make some breakfast. Peace. See you guys live tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. YouTube, TikTok. I love you guys. True family.